Hello, everybody. Welcome to SNKronize. I'm James Chen, and I'm joined, of course, by Mr. Olaf Redland and Nathan. And actually, I forgot to put the chat up on the thing over there for you.
Yeah.
So,
I like seeing what people have to say.
yeah, makes it a lot easier for sure.
Most of the time.
Yeah. Some of y'all have some questionable things sometimes to say. Oh, man. All right.
And sometimes people are just laughing at me bitching. It's fine.
I think we're getting some of that later today, I think.
Yeah, probably. Probably.
Oh, man. Look at this guy.
But,
he's sitting in this regal position right now.
do we need to move the microphone at all? Or, like, do I project enough?
I think you project enough, except when Nathan is sitting in front of it.
Yeah, you're just being like a pillow.
Yeah.
Silly boy.
I mean, sometimes when I wear the headphones on and I'm talking, I actually can hear myself get quieter when Nathan walks in front of the microphone and stuff like that. But you know what? I also forgot to tweet out that we're starting now.
Oh, yeah,
so
that might be an idea.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And then I'll retweet it and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
Talking
Because
about...
there's probably a good chance they're like, oh crap, that's right.
Sorry. Talk to the folks while I type here. So.
Well, I mean, we have a fair amount of things we can talk about today. We can do a lot of easy segue stuff, but we can be a little sad there's no KOF trailer this week. No Silhouette yesterday. Yeah. But we are getting the Amakusa trailer today. Mm-hmm. And we've already had it confirmed that next week is still going to be a KOF trailer. So it's kind of going how we expected, just I think a week or two earlier than I was expecting. I expected Amakusa to be closer to release.
Right, exactly. And then not only that, but, we were worried that, obviously we're going to talk more about this a little bit later on. Pretty soon.
Like
about the
right now.
About the KOF15 delay was announced that we were going to get maybe a slowdown in terms of content.
But not yet, anyway.
Right. As far as we can tell. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I guess we could just talk about that first and foremost. Then.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be one of the big ones right now. Is KOF15 is officially delayed,
which is funny because we had no official release date.
Yeah, I mean, they said they were like, "Oh boy, yeah, the end of the year," and now it's definitely not this year.
So, as far as we know, it could have been delayed from December to February or January or something like that. So
I mean, obviously, as people who want the game, it's a little disappointing, but we also, we've talked to and been around enough of the people at SNK. We know some of them, and, I mean, we're still people.
Right.
We need to take care of people, and the fact that SNK is willing to push the game back far enough to make sure that everyone's safe is actually a really good move. You'll love to see it.
Right, and we've been talking about this before anyway, how much we would rather see them delay the game to get proper rollback and all these other things into the game before, as opposed to having it released with bad netcode.
Yeah.
So if this delay also gives them time to...
give us a better guarantee. Yeah,
give us more research in the netcode, maybe some good solid betas that we can test the netcode and make sure it doesn't end up being a Street Fighter V, situation with rollback netcode. And then also on top of that, maybe having the opportunity to give Blue Mary some abs.
Well, I mean, that is... we'll get to that. But also, I mean, balance issues. Because, you've seen how much Strive has updated the game balance.
Right.
For better or for worse.
Right,
take that how you will. But they have adjusted the balance throughout the betas. So, having stuff like KOF 14's launch that had, that ludicrously powerful Nako. Well, no, Mama Haha, actually. Nako wasn't the problem. It was the bird that was the problem.
Right. Uh-huh.
And launch Leona, who was a huge problem for months. If we get a nice...
Was it 13 that had the broken vice, or was it There was one of them where she had the little jumping, flipping attack that was like completely invincible.
Mature. It was
mature.
Arcade 13 Mature.
That's what it was. Yeah,
fucking stupid.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I think it was Arcade's version of 13 Mature was stupid, and then like the home version had the updated balance, which made her less stupid.
Right.
Something like that. So yeah, 15 can get like a couple betas online, a loc test or two, so they can look at some of the balance as well as, make sure the netcode is good. Then having the game come out in like February or March of next year is actually like a really good timeline for that. And this is still with the fact that the game was in development for 2 years before we got our first reveal trailer? At least?
Yeah,
giving us another like guaranteed 3 to 4 months of dev time. That's gonna give them, if nothing else, a lot more time to polish
and just get more information
and because the reason for the delay is pandemic issues.
Right.
It's COVID is just fucking Japan pretty badly.
Right.
And so they need to make sure that everyone's safe, everyone's good at home, this, that, and the other. So what else this doubles as? A way to have at least less crunch.
Yeah, that's true too. Yeah,
if you're letting the game have that much room to breathe, so everyone's working from home safely, this game might not have like a real crunch like most game devs do.
Yeah, I mean it is Japan.
Well,
it's just it won't be as crunch basically.
Well, the thing is,
right?
talking to SNK employees, like they've mentioned that it's even the crunch at SNK is not Japanese crunch.
Oh, really? Okay.
Like they typically still have like more like a regular 9 to 5 schedule because they care about each other.
Okay.
And that's something that I love to hear about.
Okay, that's good.
That's just from 1 or 2 of the people that I've talked to who work there, that they love it there because they care about each other and they're willing to let people live. It's not the suicide culture that a lot of the other developers and like companies kind of have, where you work yourself to death, with your 18-hour workday, go to the bar and have a drink, pass out in the subway station, go to work.
Or just sleep in the office basically.
Yeah.
But part of me also wants to think that maybe one of the reasons for the delay is that maybe the rollback isn't as easy to implement.
They might be struggling with it. They might be taking more time. They might be, spending the next month or two trying to hire someone with more experience with it, or get further negotiations with companies that are doing it. There's a bunch of things.
I still, part of me is still skeptical a little on, their little tweet about, we will do rollback,
Yeah.
But because like I said, I feel like if they were going to do rollback, that it would be a big announcement, like instead of just like a tweet coming out like that.
Well, again, like they're still functionally learning Unreal,
right?
And it's not something that they've done in house. This would be the first in-house rollback netcode game.
Right.
So
and that's weird too, because I wonder what kind of deals they have with Code Mystics, and I got to imagine that's just such a valuable resource. And I know Code Mystics hasn't done it for a 3D game or anything like that, but you obviously have people who are well enough versed into rollback that they could help out. So I wonder if they'd be...
That's why I mentioned the negotiations.
Right.
Is that this might give them more time to negotiate the right price tag for both parties.
Right.
Because it's not like SNK is probably going to be like, all right, we're just buying Code Mystics.
Well, yeah.
I don't think that's in the cards, but
I just mean
negotiations to make it work for the game.
Contracting them, basically. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, characters are not... any extra week is not going to give us a new character. I still remember...
I'm not even sure that whole week would be enough to just give us Anton.
Yeah. Because honestly, the what it takes to create a character in a fighting game is, I know I've seen the tweets out there before where someone's like, well, it could probably take one person a couple of weeks to make a character for a fighting game, and you're just like,
that wouldn't even apply to trying to put like let's say we have KOFXV. I challenge you to take a week and make a well-balanced stick figure.
Right.
Try it.
Dude, I challenge you to take a week to make a character stand there to be able to do a jab, you know? I mean, you're not even talking about, and that's like a stick figure. We're not even talking about the art, the animation, the sound effects,
No, don't worry about, like, you know, the hitboxes in general. You don't have to worry about any of the animations or how the... No, just make a stick figure that has anything resembling decent balance. Try it.
Right.
That shit's gonna be like 3 months.
Yep.
And that's assuming you know that, like, you know how to use the engine. Oh yeah, fire up Fighter Maker. That's a really good example, actually.
God,
go ahead, boot up Fighter Maker and see how long it takes you to make a jab that doesn't look like dog shit.
You know the funny thing, I've never actually messed with that game before. You must have loved that game, huh?
I tried to love it.
Oh,
it's hard.
Okay,
like, because the thing is that, like, your options in that game are use the prefabs, which is here's your character model, here's your fighting stance, whatever. Or you have nothing, which means that your character is like T-pose, and you have to get yourself to an idle stance, then try to animate it, and then try to figure out a jab, which means 99% of characters in that game are...
And you just knocked Soul down. You jabbed Soul, dude, and Soul went down. Oh, man.
One of my friends, his entire character was like it was like T-posed, and he just went like this and flew at you head first and reset into position, and it looked awful. It was amazing.
So he was the bear from Fighters Mega Mix.
Oh, way worse.
Or the
way worse. Like, you literally could have replaced his character model with like a log, like a stump from a tree, and it would have changed nothing.
Because you remember the bear in Fighters Mega Mix had no animation. Yeah. He only had rotation, and the only animation from the Daytona car was the tires.
Dude, the wheels punching people is the greatest thing ever.
And the two wheels on the bottom are sticking out to make it look like feet in a way. Yeah.
Oh, Nathan.
Yeah, Nathan
blocking
is
my chat.
Blocking the chat. So much for trying to help you with that. Right?
But yeah, that's not gonna fly. Like, I mean, if we can get some extra polish in a few weeks, like, that's really cool.
Yeah. But more likely, if it just allows the developers to be safer and actually not catch COVID and be okay, that's probably the more important part of everything.
100%.
So yeah,
it's just like we can find silver lining, and like, well, if you have this extra time, maybe it means you can guarantee certain things.
Right.
That's it.
And the other thing too is, honestly, I don't think we're in a position right now where any delays of KOF15 are going to substantially hurt the interest in the game. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like you said, it took us 2 years from we're making the game to ever seeing anything about it, right? And so I just don't think we're in a position right now where it's like we have to wait another few months. Well, forget this game.
Yeah.
Because one, we have a lot of amazing fighting games in the meantime.
Yeah, we have things that we can waste our time with this year. We're fine.
And frankly, I mean, it might even be better just to have some time for Strive to maybe cool off a little before you release a brand new fighting game at this point. So
I mean, who knows? You know, maybe this will be also the great way to kick off 2022. The year right. Just kick it off like 2022. Hey, new KOF. All right, let's fucking go.
Yeah. So, you know, at this point in time, like I said, I'm not super worried about the delay. And in fact, you know, like I said, on the stream itself, we've already talked about how we would rather have them have the delay to make sure that the game turns out right.
I think my direct quote is, I would do morally questionable things to have that game in my hands right now. But if they have to delay it for certain things to work right, then fucking delay it.
Right. Yeah.
And again, like, I care about some of the people who work there. I mean, obviously I care about people in general, but I'm closer with some of them than others.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, the people at the company I have interacted with have been just nothing but pleasant, and I wish them nothing but the best. So 100% keep safe.
Yeah, and what Wingless says about Riot launching their fighter at the same time, that is not happening. If Riot's fighter could come out in Q1 next year, or Q4 technically, the way that the financial
early next year,
if it could actually come out at that time, we would already know a bunch about the game.
Yeah, we would know more than 2 characters for starters.
Right. We would actually have footage. There would be articles about it already, etc., etc.
It would literally be the talk of the town.
Right. At this point, if a fighting game like that is coming out in a year, unless it's a very bizarre marketing plan to not show us
and
anything.
just like, ta-da, coming out today. You know, like Nintendo does at E3.
Yeah.
This game you're excited for is launching today.
Right.
Damn it, Reggie.
At this point in time, I mean, if I wouldn't expect the Riot fighting game for at least 2 to 3 years.
Yeah, no, 2023 is probably safe.
Right.
News starting 2022 is also probably safe.
Right.
Yeah, and exactly. Delay the game, not delay netcode. 100%.
I like that.
I've been saying that. I said that.
Okay.
I said that like a month ago. Huh?
Okay. I must not have caught that.
It was something I was like thinking like it's too long for like a hashtag, but it's a good like tagline.
Delay the game, not the netcode.
Something to that effect. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I'm not. Yeah, well, I mean, all of us are curious about what 15's UI looks like and everything like that.
I don't even care about the UI. I just want to know the engine, the systems.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I mean though. Like, I think seeing the UI could reveal stuff. Like, what if we saw the meter? If we see the meter, the super meter, and it says EX next to it.
Or like, you know, if it's got that, or if it's got the secondary system, or if the 2 players have 2 different health color, super meter colors.
Right, exactly. Or 2 different.
And more to a point, if player 1 is blue and player 2 is red, then you know.
Right. Like literally, if the UIs for the meters are different between the characters, then we have an entire understanding of what. And you had even mentioned that the last time they did a groove system like that was 98 or
yeah, because everything else was simultaneous.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. No, it wasn't. Remember, it was NeoWave.
Right. But I mean mainstream.
Yeah, mainline games 98 was the last one to have a mode groove system.
Right.
Last overall game, I believe, was NeoWave.
Okay. Because I mean, if we want to count that, then even Last Blade 2 would be.
I'm saying KOFs.
Does NeoWave count as a KOF?
Yes, it is King of Fighters NeoWave.
But it's not mainline though.
Yeah,
right?
but that was the point. It's still a KOF.
I guess
mainline KOF 98. Last KOF total is NeoWave.
Right. Yeah. Okay. What the heck are we? What?
Oh yeah, balls. By the way, someone said earlier about keeping an eye out for a leak that's coming. I appreciate the heads up.
Wait, what does that mean?
Something might have leaked for another game. It's always like fair warning, keep your eyes peeled, or try to be careful if you want to avoid spoilers. Something for another game might have leaked.
Okay.
Because we don't want to talk about leaks or anything like that, regardless of the company.
Right. Yeah. Oh, okay. So
yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah. I mean, if any of the mods are in the chat and they see anything with leaks, if you don't care about leaks and you're a mod, just keep an eye on the chat, and if you see anybody post a leak, feel free to time them out and stuff like that. So just log off forever.
I don't count any Playmore KOF as a real KOF. Damn. Dang. Fuck me and KOF 11, huh?
Was Playmore the one that was doing the 01? No. Okay.
No, that won't. That was the Eolith game.
Oh,
like the total Eolith.
Right,
and then
it
was 03 was when there was SNK Playmore.
Right, because we were watching some combo videos earlier, and 01 is just. I mean, 01 is like 95 levels of busted, kind of almost, huh?
95 with like Marvel versus Capcom bullshit. Like that game is bullshit.
Right. Yeah, but I mean. Yeah, I mean, speaking of E3, I'm hoping that's when they're just saving some of the mechanics reveals for something like that. Or if Japan decides to do another roundtable in around this time, around July, because remember that's when they had it last time, was around Evo time, and they did one in January. So maybe late July, early August, or maybe they'll reveal stuff during the actual Evo announcement. For those weekends, right? I mean, maybe Evo will still get some of those actual reveals. So,
who knows?
Yeah.
But the thing is that the game is delayed, but as it stands right now, they seem to still be following the original trailer release schedule. So we probably got at the very least a good month or two of the same pace. And then we'll see what happens from there.
I mean, well, the interesting thing is, at some points they were showing 2 characters. Mm-hmm. They might have been doing that to try to squeeze all of them in time if there is, because if their game comes out with 50 characters like they did before, that is literally 50 weeks of trailers, right? And that's they started in January. Yeah. And they're skipping it. So if they delay it till next year, it still would kind of be on schedule, right?
Like 46 weeks, given all the pairings and stuff. We're fine.
So maybe they might not do any double releases.
44 when you take out SamSho trailers. 43 probably.
But like I said, maybe they'll stop doing some of the double reveals now and just continue with the single reveals. So, but there you go.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not going to be like Alex Street Fighter V. Everyone will have a trailer.
I even joked about that on CPT this last weekend. I was like, maybe we'll get an Alex trailer finally. Oh, man.
God. Oh, hell yeah. Let's get 20 Kyos in the game. Perfect. It's a good idea. I like
that. They're taking the cues from Dragon Ball Fighters?
Yeah. Oops, all Kyos. I mean, we already have 2 in every game anyway now.
Yeah.
1.5. Kyo and K-Dash.
Oh, K-Dash. Yeah. Why does he count as a Kyo?
Because that's where he got his fire powers from, is pulling the DNA out of Kyo for all the Kyo clones, and they're like, what happens if we shove this into somebody?
Okay. So does Shingo not count as a Kyo?
I guess he could count as a Kyo.
So in other words, you could have 2 Kyos, one full Kyo and 2 half Kyos.
Yep. And then there's Kusanagi, the Kyo clones. Yeah, I mean you could do if you play O2 UM, there's seriously 6 Kyos.
How many Kyos have there been in the storyline of
as individual characters?
Yeah, let's talk. I know this is not something we plan to talk about, but we kind of randomly talked about it earlier today. So
SSJ Kyo.
SSG, SS Kyo, basically. So how many?
Okay, so we've got the real Kyo.
The real Kyo,
which
all
is
the
the
way
one
up
from
to 97, right?
Every game.
Well, I'm saying this was him until the Nest Saga, which is where the Kyo clones started up.
Yeah,
right?
but then real Kyo's still around.
Right.
He's
still in that.
So Kyo,
right?
Just plain old Kyo by himself. Okay.
Right.
Then you've got Kyo 1 and Kyo 2, the clones.
So what games did they show?
99.
Up in? So 99 is where they. So 98 non-canon Dream Match game. 99 Nest Saga begins, and we have Kyo 1 and Kyo 2.
Yes.
And they were in the game even before Kyo was. And Kyo was time released in the arcade, right? Yeah. If I'm not mistaken.
And some sort of unlockable. I think you could still do him with a code, but I can't swear to that.
Okay.
But otherwise, he was time released. And then you get Kusanagi, who is basically evil Kyo.
Where did he show up?
So he's in O2 as kind of an EX Kyo as a secret boss, but in O3 he's a evil clone created by the Yatta Mirror.
Okay, so where was Kyo 1 and Kyo 2 created from?
Nests.
So Nests they kidnapped Kyo,
pulled out his DNA,
and made clones.
No. 99's plot is that they made thousands of them.
Really?
Yes. The ending is literally they'll go to a subway station, you'll see 4 Kyos walking around ready to take over New York. I am not even joking. Nest's literal plan was, we're gonna make all the Kyos and take over the world.
And so Kyo 1 and Kyo 2, you're right, is that related to K9999?
What do you think the number's for? Most likely he is the 10,000th clone.
Okay, alright. So let's wheel back a little bit here. Kyo 1 and Kyo 2 then, are they...
Kusanagi is Nestle Quick Kyo.
Is Kyo 1 and Kyo 2, are there anything, were they particularly powerful Kyo clones, or were they just Kyo clones?
As far as we can tell, they were just the ones that happened to be around.
And one of them happens just to be Fireball Kyo, and the other one happens to be Punchy Kyo.
Yes.
And then when Kyo shows up in that game in 99, what is he? Is he a hybrid of the Punchy and the Fireball?
Including also the best design he's ever had, yes.
Okay.
I love Nest Kyo's aesthetic. With his cross shirt and everything. He's so sick.
So Kyo 1 and 2 are just 2 of the thousands of Kyo clones in there. And so storyline-wise, they could be any of them. In fact, you could be fighting a different Kyo.
Yeah, it could be Kyo 501. Nobody knows.
Okay, so...
I could be wrong about that one. I could be, but I'm pretty sure it's just, this is Archetype 1 and Archetype 2. Who gives a shit?
Okay, so Kusanagi then shows up.
Yes.
Now, Kusanagi shows up in 02, you said.
Yeah, he's a secret character in 02.
But that is a non-canon dream match.
Yeah, but he's actually in 03.
He's actually what's his story?
He is an evil clone made by the Yatta Mirror when Shizuru was being controlled.
So this is a different kind of clone than
a magical clone puppet thing.
So this has nothing to do with the Nests clones.
Nope, not at all.
Because the Nests have already finished.
Yep.
That saga's already ended.
Yeah, a reflection, if you will. Yeah, because Yatta Mirror.
Yatta Mirror, right.
Yeah.
So, okay.
But the thing is, that's also where Redacted's lawsuit came from, because his appearance in 02 and his voice actor just really drove things home.
So wait, okay. So K9999 or Redacted, as it would be, right? Redacted, what's his first game?
01.
01. What's his storyline?
So, well, let's backtrack further. So we have 99, we have K-Dash. K-Dash is a guy who was kidnapped by Nests and experimented on to try to shove Kyo's flame powers into somebody.
Okay, so K-Dash then becomes a half clone.
Yeah. That's what we're going to go with.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a test tube thing, whatever. Okay. So then, 2000, you have Kula, because K-Dash escaped, whatever.
Hang on a second. Is K-Dash's name just K-Dash the whole time, or did he become K-Dash after being infused? Does he have a real name?
It's implied that it's K, like K-E-I.
Oh, okay.
And then he got upgraded to K-Dash.
Gotcha.
But that's mostly implied.
Okay.
I don't know if that's ever been stated, but in 2000, you get a secret striker of another K that is implied to be what K looked like if he had not been experimented on.
Wait, say that again?
KOF 2000, there's a secret striker that is another K, and he doesn't have silver hair, he doesn't have flame powers, and it's implied that that's what he would have been if he'd never been experimented on.
Okay, so that one was just...
That's just K.
Another K.
Yeah.
So K-Dash could also be known as Special K.
Perfect.
Yeah, the Michael Keaton movie Multiplicity is based on Kyo.
Perfect. They just get dumber as they go on, which explains a lot about Redacted.
Okay, so K got infused with Kyo.
Yes.
All right.
So then after they do that experiment and they do like the cool experiment and everything, they got like, okay, we need to just go ape shit. And so they make Redacted, and he's another test tube baby with a bunch of different like genetically things thrown into him. Probably has a bit of Kyo shoved in him as well as other characters, which is why he has all his weird like elemental powers and tentacles.
So Redacted, is not actually a K-Dash clone or anything. He's just another dude who's the next level of experience. He's basically 12 to K-Dash's Necro kind of a thing.
I'm not even sure. Like. He's another thing from Nests after all of their DNA fuckery.
Okay.
So, and the thing is that so on the K Prime note, in the American translation, he was originally just called K Prime because like nobody knew what to call him. But like if you look at, I think it's the PS1 version of 99, they call him K Prime, and I'm like, the fuck this guy?
Yeah, because the concept of the apostrophe being dash was not something that's a Japanese thing, right? Like W being used as double stuff, right?
Yeah, and like K Prime came with free shipping.
Oh man!
And yeah, Nameless is J Prime, which is also like I think that's the name of his theme.
Right, because remember, I always talk about this, but Champion Edition in Japan is called Street Fighter 2 Dash, and when you look at the title screen, it just says Street Fighter 2 apostrophe. And so it's literally Street Fighter 2
and the thing
Dash.
is, when I was a kid and I saw that apostrophe there, I was like, "That's cool stylization." Like, having a little paint swirl there.
Yeah, exactly.
It wasn't until years later I was like, "Oh, that's intended to be in like an apostrophe."
Yeah.
And then later I was like, "That's dash." I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And for some reason, apostrophe is dash in Japan. I don't know why. I don't know what the lore behind that is.
My guess is because their dash hyphen has a totally different connotation.
Right, exactly. I mean, I'm sure there's something about that, but that's where K-Dash is. Okay, so K-Dash is first experiment, buy nests to infuse somebody with Kyo, and then Redacted was the second one, but let's just infuse him with everything.
Yeah, he's just he's like something out of Umbrella.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a fucking mess.
He's like Tyrant, basically.
Yeah. And so he definitely...
Which will make him turn into a giant fly and then a dinosaur.
And then a heart, and then exposed heart outside of his chest,
right,
which you know is the weak point you shoot at.
Right, for no reason. I mean, I always thought it was funny because like there was a guy who wrote the Resident Evil story FAQ, and I remember reading through the story FAQ, and one of the like questions is like, wait, so what does the T-virus do, right? And he's like, the T-virus does whatever the plot needs it to do.
Mm-hmm. It's like Superman.
It's like what?
Like Superman.
Oh God. Okay, anyways, speaking of Superman, Redacted.
Yeah. And he's definitely not Tetsuo, I promise.
Yes, that was President Evil, yes. Investigation Cone, yeah.
Perfect.
He also did the story FAQ for Silent Hill 2 and stuff like that.
Nice.
So he had a lot of really great story
FAQs. Yeah, there we go. Redacted is the Chimera Kyo.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he showed up in 01. And then he was in 02.
And never to be seen again.
Never to be seen again. Now,
because he has since been redacted.
Right. So now that he is redacted, it is not just like they have an explanation for why he's redacted. He didn't disappear. Like he's just literally gone. Mm-hmm. Like there is no reference to him. They pretend he doesn't exist. We can just pretend when Verse died, it erased him.
Mm-hmm. Because, it still leaves us in this weird thing where they kind of had to retcon and rewrite a little bit of Angel's story. Because she was so closely tied to him in 01. And it starts getting really messy. So, like...
Didn't, like, Redacted kill somebody of Angel's family or something like that?
No, it was Kula's robot or something. And critically injured Diana or something.
Okay.
I can't remember, because it's really weird, because it's just like, oh no, bleh! And then, like, Redacted and Angel come out of the shadows and like, ha-ha, see you later. And, like, that's the whole ending. You're like...
And then it never happened.
Yeah, and then it never happened. So, like...
In the end, there was no Redacted.
Yeah, so, like, in 14 and in Heroines, Kula fucking hates Angel. But they never really explain why.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah, so it's definitely...
I forgot if it was this stream that I explained the Monster A-Go-Go thing. Oh God, did I actually?
Oh yeah, no. As far as I know, everyone's now still alive and safe. The problem is, like, the last time we got to see some of those art pieces was 2000 or 2002, which doesn't even count. Where Kula has all like the cool win poses and supers that have her entire squad. So like Foxy and Candy show up, and Candy doesn't exist anymore. She dead. Little robot girl.
So okay. Anyways.
Yeah.
Kyo 1, Kyo 2, kind of Kusanagi.
And then K-Dash, Redacted, Chrysalid, kind of.
Because he's a clone of K-Dash. Right?
Yes.
Okay. So, hang on. Did we finish Kusanagi? Kusanagi, that's right, Yatamir. He's the reflection of Yatamir. What happened to Kusanagi?
He did? Well, he got his ass whooped, and then when Chizuru kind of got released, he just kind of disappeared because he was created with the Yatamir, so he doesn't need to happen.
So when she gained control of the Yatamir back, he might have just...
Yeah, she's just like, nope, we're done.
Phased from existence.
Yeah, he kind of back to the future.
Okay. Thanos. Yeah, there you go. No, we're talking about...
We're not there yet, Scorch.
Oh, that's a different one? I thought that is Redacted.
No, Redacted is K49.
Right.
Nameless is Redacted's replacement. Nameless is actually his name.
Right. That's right. I forgot about this.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. Be sure to capitalize Nameless when we're talking about Nameless.
No. I know that Nameless is his name. I mean, I thought that's what they changed him to first, and then he got redacted. No, he got redacted and then Nameless.
He is literally K49. Whoops, never happened.
Right. Okay.
And then they added Nameless when O2UM came out.
Okay, and so O2UM came out, Nameless came out, and fights just like him.
Yeah. Except maybe stronger.
But then Nameless has never shown up again, right?
Mm-hmm. No, Nameless only exists in O2UM. So he's a canon, non-canon.
So he's a canon, non-canon.
He is Schrodinger's canon.
if he doesn't show up in the mainline canon, does he really exist? He's the...
How can we observe you if you're only in a dream match?
Right. Okay, so Nameless then basically doesn't exist then. It has...
Schrodinger's canon.
Right, okay. Now, did they actually put Nameless into the game because they probably were already working on Redacted and then the Redacted happened?
It is entirely too late for that. It was literally, they wanted to make O2UM, and O2UM is literally the dream match for the Nest Saga.
Right, yeah.
And so it was like, let's do every character that ever appeared in any of the Nest Saga games. Oh fuck.
Right.
We're missing a character.
Right.
So we have to like shove a placeholder in to make sure that his archetype was represented, but we can't use him.
But did he still have giant tentacle arm and stuff?
It turned into a drill.
So they did redesign. Yeah. Okay.
He is 100% the same move list.
Right.
Like
same hitboxes, but they just changed the animation.
I think he's technically a little stronger. Like Redacted was pretty strong in his games, but Nameless is like a top 3 character in the O2UM. He's fucking dumb.
I just need to see what this looks like here.
Because Chizuru was never present in any of the Nest Saga games. Like that's literally it. O2UM is, were you in a Nest Saga game, then you get to be there.
So we're like, what's the name of the move called? I just want to see what this move.
The drill?
Yeah.
What is the name of his drill? Like it's.
Oh, here it is. It's right here,
right there.
Yeah. Okay. There it is. He actually just has.
Open image and new tab.
There you go. That's
Zoom
what I was
in.
looking for.
What the devil? Wow. Oh, there you go.
Jesus.
Good enough.
Okay. So that's what it looks like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so he's got like the silver gauntlet, a lot like the other characters do.
Mm-hmm.
The gauntlet actually just changes shape and like turns into like fabric, and then it turns into that drill.
Because I always thought that the tentacle arm was he was front facing and he did this kind of thing, or was it? Oh, so it was okay. Yeah. So they had they just animated a little differently. Okay, so that's
that's the thing. Is like because he in and of himself he has nothing to do with Redacted, so it makes him completely legally.
So wait,
safe.
His hand is his girlfriend? I mean,
no,
that's
Bionic Commando. That totally might be the case. I don't know like that much about O2UM's plot. So everyone in chat is going to know way the hell more than I do.
The glove is, huh? Okay.
Yep.
So he's got a hammer glove, a drill glove, and a dead girlfriend glove. Her name is Isolde. Okay.
And he's a Martian, apparently.
Wait, did people say that?
Someone back this up. And yes, that's literally part of what led to Redacted being Redacted, is that he was literally, his voice was Tetsuo's voice.
Right.
And Kusanagi's voice is Kaneda's voice.
Wait, say that again?
Okay, so Kusanagi in O2
okay.
was the voice of Kaneda in Akira.
Right, yeah.
And then Tetsuo was Redacted. And they had a special intro together for no reason. They went a little too hard that people couldn't not take notice.
Right, yeah, okay. And so Nest had a base on Mars. Okay, so Nest...
So he's a Martian. I mean, he's less alien than, like, the bosses of Maximum Impact, but he's still a Martian. Don't talk about Max Impact.
I did not know KOF...
In space!
Went all the... I mean, because, like... Obviously,
Schrodinger's canon.
Theo
from
Metal Slug,
yes,
was in a KOF game, and
which was also a Max Impact,
right? But their storyline, obviously, Mars people.
Mm-hmm.
So does that?
Oh, he was born on Deimos. That's sick.
Does that have any connection to Nests at all?
No.
Okay.
Dude, the armor of Mars, yo.
How many
I can't even make that joke yet.
How many other Kyos are there?
Okay, so we've got original recipe. Then we've got
extra crispy, which is the fire one.
Yeah.
And then the punchy one, which would be barbecue.
Yeah, let's. I mean, that seems okay. So, anyways, we got original recipe, and then we've got home style and barbecue, whatever. And then we get Kusanagi, we get K-Dash, Critzelid by proxy, Redacted, and Nameless by proxy. And then and then Shingo.
Right. Shingo, who's not really... He's not a clone. He's just, I love you to death, I'm Dan based. No, I'm more Sakura. Right, yeah.
And then Kyo's father, Saisyu.
I mean, he's not a clone. He's a father.
He's a Kusanagi. He throws fireballs and has a DP. Close enough.
Okay. So if we're going the Goku's route,
yes,
yeah, okay.
But then I still feel like I'm missing one. I think that's it, but I feel like for some reason I feel like I'm missing one. And this is not counting just holding start to press EX Kyo, so you can play 95 Kyo and 90.
Yeah.
You know, none of that nonsense.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah, no, the Nest Saga definitely adds a whole extra layer of jank. Oh yeah, I mean, cosplayer Kyoko could work.
Who's what?
In 2000, she's a striker in 2000. But she's literally a girl who cosplays Kyo, and you can actually have her as a striker, and she just comes in and tries to do his moves. It's adorable.
How many moves do strikers have?
One, sometimes two. Like, basically, it's one of those things, like, sometimes they'll, like, do a running elbow into an uppercut or something, and it's like, that's not a real combo, but you know what? You can do it. Okay, good for you. And then, if you really want to get technical, you can do Syo Kirishima, which was Kyo's concept art before he became Kyo instead.
Oh, okay.
Who actually got to be a striker in 2000.
Oh, really? That's funny. Dude, they just used the strikers because they're like, we can just need like 4 frames of animation for these strikers, so...
Dude, Guy Tendo's a striker.
Let's just put in everybody possible as a striker. That's actually kind of hilarious.
I believe that's also accurate, is that cosplayer Kyoko does show up in O2 UM in the background, as a cameo.
It's funny, on the Tuesday show, you know, Tuba was wondering why everyone was so crazy about Blue Mary needing abs and having to have abs and stuff, and I was like, you're not allowed to be a fan of SNK without knowing, like, every character that exists that has not shown up in any game. And like, I mean, I even just use Botan as an example. She's never been playable, she's never been a character. Everyone who knows anything about SNK knows Botan.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's crazy. Like, you're just not, like, the lore is that important.
Again, there's not really much in the way of a half-assed SNK fan, or at least not a KOF fan.
Right.
Like,
yeah.
I mean, if we're talking all of SNK, I'm probably half-assed because my knowledge of Last Blade and SamSho kind of shaky.
Right. Yeah. But if you're a KOF fan, you have to be.
I know, like, all the things given to me. What do I not know? Help me. I will learn more. You know, like, we just going in.
So can we make a game with Kyo 1, Kyo 2, Kusanagi, Shingo, Saisyu, and all that stuff, and call it KOF?
I mean, you could just also go play the RPG King of Fighters Kyo.
Is there really?
I own it. Yes, this is the thing that exists.
Because I just want KOF, you know,
KOF.
Yeah. Wait. So, in the role-playing game, King of Fighters Kyo, you said? Are they all in there?
Pretty much. Oh, no, not all the Kyo clones. It takes place in like 96 or 97. So that hadn't happened yet.
Okay. So there is still just one Kyo in there. Okay. But
yeah, one of these days I really need to actually sit down and go through it.
Because me and one of my friends from a long time ago, we made up the game of Final Fantasy Sid, where like an alternate universe pulls in the Sid from every Final Fantasy game. Yeah. And
no, I mean, you saw the post of like, I love Final Fantasy. All right, name 10 Final Fantasy characters. Sid. That's on me. I set the bar too low. Yeah, that's totally why I made the Rugal post. I saw that and I was like, I know what I'm doing.
Was that the original? Or was that a meme?
It's actually a meme that's been like going on now.
Right. But I just don't know what the original meme was.
It's I'm a cop. Don't worry. Really? Name one law. Don't kill people. That's on me.
Okay, gotcha.
And people have just been like really taking that scene and running with it.
No, because like if you just had it so that the world is falling apart and all the universes are getting messed up, and so all the Sids have to unite and like fix everything.
Yeah, I mean, like here's the thing: is I'm definitely picking FF7 Sid, but I'm definitely really thinking like maybe I can play FF8 Robin Williams Sid.
Which one was FF8 Robin?
He was like the school principal.
Oh, that's right.
But he always looked like Robin Williams to me.
That's right. He was the headmaster who turned into the weird giant alien monster blob or something like that. Yeah.
I couldn't sit through that game past disc 2 or halfway through disc 2.
It's just so funny because there's this whole thing of Squall is dead as a theory, and you know once disc 2 happens is when everything goes. All shit goes off
sideways.
The rails. Yeah, and so like that, they were like, that's when he dies in disc 1, and so that's why everything else is crazy. I still like that game.
I mean, some people like Marmite.
Which one? What is Marmite?
That's that weird like vegetable bitter paste that they like down in Australia.
Is that what it was called? I thought that was called something else. Okay.
They have Vegemite. They also have Vegemite.
Oh, Vegemite. Okay, that's the one I'm thinking.
But they definitely have Marmite.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, it's a yeast extract. There we go.
Yum.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. I think both are in both technically.
Yeah, probably.
But yeah, no. Apparently, most people think Marmite tastes like shit. Like, I definitely will watch videos on, like, they're like, hey, you know, I'm from the UK or whatever, and then just, Marmite. And then everything in the scene got worse. ASDF movies, like, he hates Marmite.
I mean, that's like saying Pepsi Blue tastes like ass. Which I always had to question afterwards.
The hatred.
I had to ask afterwards, how do you know what ass tastes like?
You really ever want to ask that question anymore?
That's true, actually. Nowadays, you can't really ask that question
But
anymore.
yeah, no, I definitely want to try Marmite because I'm so curious. Like, I'm sure it's bad, but I'm curious in what way specifically kind of thing. But the fact is, it's still a product that exists, which means there are people who voluntarily purchase it.
Right. I mean,
and that's how I feel about Final Fantasy VIII.
Did you ever get a chance to try Natto when you're in?
I fucking love Natto.
You do love Natto.
I love Natto.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, and that's how I feel about Final Fantasy VIII, though, is that I genuinely don't understand how people can enjoy that game. I can watch the movie. I like the story. I find the game insufferable.
Right, yeah, no, I get that part. I get that part for sure. I mean, 8 suffers from the syndrome that actually drove me nuts about 7, except I just didn't like 7's story, and I liked 8's story, weirdly enough. So,
that's because the romantic through line in 7 is terrible.
Yeah.
And the romantic through line is the entire point of 8.
Right. Yeah, that's one of it. And then the other part, I mean, sorry, we're talking about Final Fantasy now. But
well, we've only got 5 minutes of the trailer, so we can just fill up that time.
Right. But my biggest problem with Final Fantasy VII was just the end of the game was just chase Sephiroth and nothing happened, and that drove me nuts. Like, after the big reveal, like, I felt like nothing happened afterwards.
Yeah.
You know, that was the part that bothered me.
That is such a phenomenal name.
Which one?
The one who just subscribed and you should thank?
Oh, EMP Tuggles McMuscle Buns. Yes, I've definitely seen that before, and when they subscribe. So
yeah.
Sigma Nuts Cat Butts to EMP Tuggles McMuscle Buns. Thank you.
Fantastic name.
Yeah, I mean, my favorite thing about when I played 8, you know, you had to farm the draws and stuff like that, which is the insufferable part, right? So
No, that's just like a symptom.
Yeah.
It's not the disease.
I did the thing where I would rubber band a button, you know, and I just basically went and took a shower to farm stuff. So one time I did that, and I went to the bathroom, I came back, the battle was over, and I was like, what the hell? Like, I just was only drawing against soldiers that couldn't kill me. I was like, what the hell happened? And then I realized that Renoa's dog killed everybody. Because Renoa's dog can sometimes trigger when she gets hit.
Yeah, no, I mean, 8 really suffers. 8 really suffers from, look at all this cool shit we did in 7. Let's make it cooler! And they, like, oversteered. Like the limit break system being way too much the gameplay, and like the draw system into junctioning instead of the materia. It feels like they like over adjusted on things they thought they did right in 7.
No, please don't do that, Cone. Please do not do that. I do not want any Marmite. I am not trying Marmite on stream.
I'll do it.
All right, I'll stream this guy doing it.
Yeah.
I mean, look, I will say this much. I mean, taking everything cool in 7 and ratcheting it up means they actually didn't do anything because there wasn't anything cool in 7.
I mean, I'm gonna say dick move, but the fact is that like that you can't take some things that are good, crank them up to 11, and expect them to be better. That just doesn't work. And I think that was part of the expectation in 8's gameplay.
I mean, that's just the thing is that there was nothing good in 7.
No, you are a liar. Okay, here's the thing. Is that at the very least you have to understand that anything that you don't like about 7, it's also partly because 6 did it better.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah.
The materia system is just budget espers. And then they looked at 7's success and be like, oh, this must be what people wanted. And then they made the junction system and fucked it up.
I mean, how do you fuck up something that's fucked up already? It's already fucked up. So if you change it, it's actually kind of better.
Because that was the point of the materia system, was to make a simplified esper system that anyone could use, without having to like grind for hours to learn it permanently and then jumble it around.
Man.
You don't have to like it, but you have to accept that that's what it is. And even I'm willing to call it budget espers,
right,
and I like the materia system.
Yeah, no, I mean, my problem with the final area in Final Fantasy VIII is I was so powerful, I killed everything in 2 hits by that point, so, because I had maximized everything, so, yeah. I mean, the draw system, I can't defend the draw system. I know the draw system is not very good, but I definitely did not like Materia system at all. So I did not enjoy Materia at all.
Also, for the record, the best part of Final Fantasy VIII is the soundtrack.
Soundtrack is pretty fucking good for 8.
Yeah, I can like literally name 3 songs off the top of my head that are probably like top 10 Final Fantasy songs. Like that soundtrack's fantastic.
Right.
Like the landing is fucking lit. The extreme is out of control amazing. Like I don't care.
Yeah. No, I mean I totally.
Everyone loves Man with the Machine
Yeah.
Gun, but that's like Ice Cap Zone in Sonic 3. I'm fucking sick of it.
Right. I mean, I
That's good as fuck song. I'm sick.
I fucking karaoke Eyes on Me, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I will always go with that. But unfortunately, you can't compare it. You can't compare it. It's not the same thing. You can't compare the MMOs to the other ones.
Yeah, it's pretty apples and oranges.
Yeah, but I mean, again, 7, like I said, was the game that I got to the final dungeon, and I just didn't play it for like a year and a half or something like that.
Yeah, there's definitely like a flavor element too. Like I still love 7. I like part of me actually likes 7 because of its flaws.
Yeah.
By the way, we have a link. Trailer's up.
Yeah, and to be honest with you, you're right though. Most of my distaste of 7 comes from the fact that it just took everything good about 6 and messed it up.
And tweaked it in ways that you didn't like.
Not even tweak it; they just messed it up. So, but
I'm saying it changed it in ways you didn't like, because I still like 7, and the fact is that as someone who didn't grow up on 6, I find 6 kind of boring.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably hard to go. I don't know if it's hard to go back to. I think it's anyways. This is about SNK, not Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
So let's do this. We've got a new trailer.
We're finally getting the payoff for the end credits of SamSho,
which I still haven't seen.
That's fine. You do now.
Okay.
Yeah. So go ahead and switch the sources. And yeah. So for those of you who never sat down and actually beat arcade mode of Samurai Shodown, there's a stinger after the credits of what appears to be Amakusa's fireball. And everyone's like, the fuck? So 2 years later, it's paying off, and we're getting Amakusa, who was one of the characters that I was most hoping for to be added to the game, so I'm pretty stoked right now.
Alright, let's do this then. Let's do this.
Yeah, so it's literally that.
Oh, that was the ending.
Yo.
She looks sick. rubbing your hands right now. Is that a command throw?
Yo!
I'm just gonna replay this again so I can watch it full thing.
Yeah, his voice is perfect.
The voice is good. Yeah, that is Gravity Squeeze, isn't it? That is Gravity Squeeze.
I mean, have you played 5 Special? Like, this is like perfect.
I wonder if it's the same actor.
I don't think it is. I'm gonna look it up, but I don't think it is.
Yeah, this character looks kind of ridiculous. This character...
It looks like Amakusa.
This character's gonna have really, really low health, probably. How much you want to bet?
Oh, I hope so.
Yeah.
Absolutely should. Nope, it's a new voice.
Interesting, okay. Like, is that a command throw?
It looks like it might be.
Yeah.
Or is it Redskin? Just get fucked.
And then, Gravity Squeeze!
Well, yeah. I mean, we got the Steam announcement a week or two back.
Yeah.
So it's just nice to see it, but God, he looks amazing.
Dude, he looks really good.
I mean, that's more or less what one of his weapon flips was before.
Do you want to go through this in slow-mo?
I just want to watch it again.
Again? Okay.
Well, I mean, so I was busy looking up the voice and, like, looking at chat, so
fair enough,
I didn't even
fair
watch
enough,
that whole,
fair
like,
enough.
segment.
Let me do this really quick.
I mean, I'm sure part of that's partially intentional. Like, him kind of resembling Kefka.
What the hell is going on here?
Actually, would that even be accurate? When did FF6 come out originally?
I think FF6 would be after Kefka. I mean, I think Amakusa's before Kefka.
I don't know.
I think so.
FF6's release date and Samurai Shodown's original release date. I don't know. Yeah. I'm so glad how good that looks. Yeah, they might both be 93, which means
Dude,
they're
look
probably...
at that pose.
It might be one of those things that they're both based on the same person or
Look at
same
this
event.
pose, dude. That pose
Yeah.
is
Oh yeah.
so
No,
good.
he's always had JoJo poses.
Yeah, I know, but it's just like they did such a good angle on that.
Yeah. So maybe they're both based on the same figure.
So what the hell is that?
Which actually wasn't the original Amakusa actually kind of fabulous?
Oh yeah.
So
Pretty sure. Amakusa was the boss in Samurai Shodown 1 and you couldn't play him.
I mean the historical figure Amakusa.
Oh, that. Oh, I don't know.
I think the historical figure Amakusa is also a bit on the fabulous side.
Okay. I don't know anything about the historical figure. I mean, the posing on Haomaru is good too because that looks like it hurts. Dude.
Oh yeah. That is gonna be a sick SSM to hit people with.
I mean, if Amakusa is pretty fabulous in real life, it's a good chance that he probably was gay in real life or something like that, and just wasn't
Will really executed at 17?
Really?
I thought he lived a little longer than that.
Jesus. Okay. But yeah, no, that's a pretty dang sick looking character there. What the hell? That's the one I wanted to click. There we go. And I unclicked one of the other wrong ones.
Dude, and like Larkin CL isn't even the worst about the what gender is this person?
Who? What?
So talking about like people thinking that Amakusa was female,
right? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then the front man from Larkin CL, and then there's always Mana. Right. Like, oof. The 90s.
Right.
90s Visual Kei was pretty impressive. I love talking about the drummer from Deer and Grey. Is always a good one as well. Because that boy tears it up and looks like fantastic in a wedding gown.
But yeah, no, that character looks sick. And we still have one more character to go, right? The Guilty Gear character.
Yes.
Who, again, has been leaked in the chat.
Yeah, we're not talking about it.
Don't mention the name, so those of you who don't know the leak don't have to get spoiled if they don't want to. And again, okay, you know what?
Well, I mean, there is a little bit of stream lag.
Yeah, I know. But can I time this out just to say?
I think someone might have...
Apologies. We're just doing that for now. This is not permanent here, obviously, so...
wow.
We're just doing this temporarily here. Sorry.
I mean, it doesn't really solve much.
Yeah,
but,
I know. I don't think it saved anybody, so...
but, bro...
Yeah, and you can see it on the screen on the side as well too. So because that thing is always late. So yeah, go ahead and ask about KOF14 on Steam. Go for it. Absolutely.
Yeah, it doesn't mean I'm gonna have an answer because I definitely haven't tried it on Steam. But
interesting. Okay. No, there was no KOF trailer this week, Mopichu. All that we got was that they are delaying the game for basically maybe a couple months, 3 months, since we didn't know what the actual release was.
From the end of this year to the early chunk of next year. Like, I mean, it could be even as late as like April.
Right. Yeah. So.
But we still get a KOF trailer next week, so that's good. You know, we're still on track. We just got to see where it goes, what's going on.
Right.
So I think let's show stuff next.
So stuff. Did you want to talk about the Amakusa trailer a little bit, or outside of the fact that he just looks amazing and that's it? Okay.
Yeah, that's about it. Like, it definitely seems really like true to form. Like a bunch of like really dumb jumping zoning buttons, like that jump C, I believe it is.
Right.
That's just gonna. Okay, so I'm really excited about Amakusa. I'm really happy, but I also feel really bad because it looks like he just fucking invalidates Earthquake entirely. Like, why would you ever play Earthquake? Because Earthquake's whole thing is, I have a really good jump C that,
Right. I mean, Earthquake is already not particularly
he's not even
strong,
good
right?
anyway, but now it's like, his entire game plan of, I have a really good jump C, is now invalidated by a better character having a better jump C.
Right, yeah.
So, yeah, it's kind of a shame.
Let me see if I can do something over here too. I'm pretty sure I should have the ability to unban people now, right? So,
I mean that applies. I mean, I know that applies for ban. Does that apply for timeouts?
I'm not sure, because it's. I actually don't do a lot of this, so a lot of times for me, I don't know how to do that. Should be like on a dashboard or something like that. Can I do something over here? Let's see. Yeah, here we go. Can I do something to this, or can I do... Come on, Twitch. You gotta be a little bit easier to use than this.
Twitch doesn't have to do shit. Oh, wait.
Oh, Investigation Cone figured it out. Yeah, if you can remove the other one, too, from ArtMad as well.
Thanks, fam.
Yeah, thank you, Investigation Cone. Again, like I said, no ill will, anything. I just want to do it just in case.
Yeah.
For the people who don't know all the stuff just yet, so...
Yeah, 100%. Amakusa does look kind of busted. Like, I mean, some of the trailers definitely convey a certain level of power that's not always accurate.
Right.
But that trailer definitely made him look dumb as fuck, and that's good. Dude, I'm totally on board for him to have like the worst health in the game and let him just be fucking stupid.
Yeah, Akuma style, Seth style.
Like launch vanilla Seth.
Yeah.
Where he had like half the next worst health or some shit. Like he was Phoenix.
Yeah.
And he was just fucking broken.
I can't control it.
Yeah. Let him have like 150% damage modifier. Let him just have like the worst health in the game. Like an SSM outright kills him.
That's true. How long do we have to wait for a hungry clicker post? Probably like 30 minutes or 40 minutes or something.
That's a good question.
Oh, man. Okay. Well, you wanted to talk about stuff.
I want to talk about stuff.
You want to talk about stuff.
Stuff.
So it just made me think of this whole conversation where, like, Jason, our other best friend, was like, one time he was trying to explain. You remember the movie The Stuff, where there was like some yogurt, but when you ate it, basically you became possessed and it turned you, and it was like
that
blob
sounds
creature
vaguely
or something
familiar.
like that. We were just sitting there, and like I don't remember how the movie came up, but we were playing a game, and I'm just sitting there playing the game. He's like, "Oh, that's like the movie The Stuff," and like I had no reaction. He was like, "The Stuff is the movie," and he just like started explaining it, and then he kept going, and then at the very end he's like, "I'm just gonna stop talking about the stuff." Because I never responded. I don't know what it was. It was just like the timing of the whole thing was just hilarious. Anyways, you had to be there, I guess. So,
I'm amused, but I think it would be better if I knew more about that movie.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay.
So yeah, the links I sent you, which you should have tabs open already.
Yes, the links which were over here. Like starting with this one.
Let's actually start with the third one because it's easier.
This one here.
Yeah, and then try to hit the banner. Or, I mean, we can start here. There we go. That's what we want.
Okay.
But go ahead and just switch it over.
Yeah,
so,
we'll get
Studio
there.
24. It's a sculpting figure company that tends to be more better known for Kinnikuman, the ultimate muscle kind of thing.
Okay.
They recently, I think a couple weeks ago, announced their new Terry statue, and it finally got officially fully revealed. It's up for pre-order right now. It's pretty badass.
Hey, come on!
And like it's a super limited run. It's like I think it's like 1 to 300 total in like existence of each color.
Oh,
like
dang.
it's a really limited run. That's pretty fucking rad. So you might want to consider looking into that.
Does he come with any hot dog like accessories? Does he have hot dogs?
Not that I'm aware of. I think
Can you
I
take
think
his
it's
shirt
just
off
the
and see
statue.
Terry nipples?
No, he's not a cast-off figure, unfortunately. I think they do need to make more cast-off figures.
Sorry, those are all the Terry inside jokes that I have learned in like the past 2 weeks. Oh, man.
So this is actually supposed to be, it looks like it's straight up Fatal Fury special. So, like, not so much, but yeah. But he's a beast.
Dude, he is freaking ripped.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing is he could use a little more butt, but...
Yeah, that's definitely not Southtown's ass.
Yeah, that's
right
not
there.
Southtown's ass. But, yeah, dude, he's a beast. So anyways, this is a really cool piece that just got revealed and is up for pre-order. I think you can actually still use Zen Market to pre-order it if you wanted, but it's meant to be Japan only, but Zen Market tends to not give a shit.
If this is the price, this is $165 for this thing.
It's not bad.
Actually really cheap for...
really
how
not bad.
big is this?
I think he's 1/6 scale.
Okay.
I could be off on that. I'm not 100% sure. I didn't do enough research offhand, but I believe he's 1/6.
19 centimeters? I'm assuming that's probably the height?
Yeah.
Okay.
But anyways, so he's supposed to be a Japan-only pre-order item, but Zen Market is the proxy service. It should still let you, if you are so inclined, to go ahead and pick him up.
Yeah.
Personally, I don't think I'm going to put down the money for it, but I am going to keep an eye on this company to see if they keep up, what characters they do next.
How much would you pay them for a Blue Mary figure that was jacked?
I mean, I'd probably just hand a blank check at that point.
You'd be like, here, just take my money. Fry status right there, right?
Yeah. So he's a 7-inch. So
okay. So probably about this.
Yeah. So let's see.
That's surprising because I mean the amount of detail on him for a 7-inch figure is pretty impressive.
So he might be 1/8 scale.
Okay.
Actually.
Okay. But yeah, I'm just saying, even then.
So he's yay big. Like, he's
big.
reasonable size.
But like I said, if the amount of detail for a smaller figure like that's really impressive. So there you go. Okay.
So I'm gonna keep an eye on them. They're like, my guess is gonna be stuff like Kyo and Iori next or something like that. Mostly like pro tags they can have fun with, making them buff, stuff like that. Because again, like they've done work with Kinnikuman, so like they like big buff arms.
Right.
It's just a thing.
I know, right? If he wanted to zip up the jacket, he probably couldn't without severe stretching and pulling.
No, that chest.
Oh man. All right. Okay.
So that's that Terry statue. It's really cool. Give it a chance. Check it out, etc. But this is where we start getting a little emotional. We are on a new month of SNK pop-up shops with like their bars and stuff. So recently they had like the Iori bar.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And so they just started 1/1.5 new ones.
Okay.
I'm going to do the half one first because it's only, I think, a week long. Like, it's about to end in like a few days. Mm-hmm. But it's absolutely gorgeous. And that's going to be tab 2 right now. They're running a Last Blade pop-up.
That's crazy.
And oh my god,
it's so interesting to me because, like I said, the way SNK treats their lore and their characters, like they're willing to refer to every other company. It's just like, we won't talk about this person anymore. Like,
oh, you like Street Fighter? Here's Ryu. Here's Chun-Li.
Well, not even
You're
just
gonna like
that.
it.
I don't even just mean just like that, but like Power Stone just doesn't exist anymore. Right?
Dude,
like,
you were talking to someone who wanted PNO3 represented in Marvel vs. Capcom.
Right.
I got a Spencer paint job.
Like, honestly, if it was SNK, there would still be Power Stone store.
Dude, I mean, have you seen SNK vs. Capcom Chaos? They pulled out characters Capcom doesn't care about.
Right, yeah, exactly.
Like, that game had, like, fucking Tessa and Shiki in the same game.
Right.
Like, come on! So, anyways, the Last Blade shop is fucking gorgeous, but not the least of which being these sake dishes. The little sake cup saucers.
Is it these?
Yes.
Those
are
links.
little sake saucers.
These are not links.
They are out of control. Personally, I want the center one.
I swear that looks like it's 3D and pops out of the dish.
No,
it's just a painting.
It's a
but
beautiful
it looks
painting,
so good.
and then the shine of the dish itself is showing. Like, these are all fucking amazing.
Yeah, but I almost thought it was like almost like a mold
Embossed.
of the character in there. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, SVC Chaos also used the goddess Athena. That shit was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'd probably, like, if I had my ruthers, I would probably pass on the first one, but the second and the third one just all day, every day.
Yeah.
Also because I really like Yuki.
Is that this character here?
Yeah.
This character?
Yeah.
This character?
Correct.
And who are these two again? Do you know? Offhand?
So, in the center picture, that should be Setsuna.
Right here?
Yes.
Okay.
And then in the third picture, it's Kaede and Moria.
Okay.
Because that's vanilla Kaede. Like, as if because he has the two versions, and his plain vanilla version is the blue hair ponytail.
Gotcha. Oh, dang, what are these? They have little Last Blade figures? Oh, no, these aren't figures.
They're
these
acrylic stands that come in blister packs.
Oh, interesting. Okay. And they've got.
And then so the T-shirt of the character select screen is pretty freaking cool.
Oh, that is neat.
And we'll scroll down a little bit. So these
that's really.
Those are
pretty.
the character select background portraits.
That's really pretty.
And I can't remember if those ones are like card stickers or stands. I think those are one of those.
That Hibiki one is fantastic, dude. I love that one. Dude, this one's cool too. I forgot what that guy's name is, but
yeah, actually, can you scroll back a little tiny bit?
Scroll.
No, like zoom out. Sorry, go back to the painting things. Yeah, no, too far. You're not going. I'm not trying to say up. Yeah, okay, down one notch there. Okay, so yeah, I think those are the blind stickers, I think, on the right. But then you've got the little, like, charm tags.
These things, right? Yeah. No, I was trying to focus on these, just now, so there you go. Oh, no, that's not what I want to do.
Yeah, it's just because of Zoom, it's easier to just be here.
Right.
And then we can go down a little bit, and there's more. Yeah, I don't even have to zoom out. Like, just stay in that pretty zoom.
Sure, okay.
Or no, a little closer, like you were. because we can just scroll left and right and it's
Yeah,
gorgeous. But
exactly. Okay.
Yep,
cool.
so Hibiki being Hibiki. Just running through people. I really like the Moria one. I think it's really cool.
Yeah. Dang. Okay.
But yeah, and I want you to, like, I think it's after this one I want you to slow down because the last item on the list just blows my goddamn mind.
Okay.
But yeah, so these
What's
are
the difference between the two boxes here, do you know?
One is a blind box, one's a full set.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Got it. Yeah. Got it. There you go.
And then I like the next block too because they're the mini acrylic stands that SNK does their 1P, 2P sets, and where it's player 1, player 2, where depending on if you flip the thing over.
Right.
But then what they did is instead of doing 1 player, 2 player, they did the speed and power.
Right. Okay.
And so they stylized their own set. I was like, that's kind of slick.
That is neat. Yeah, in case people aren't aware, Last Blade, you had the option between speed and power. Wasn't there a third one at one point, or was it always just the speed and power and that was it?
I think there's something to that. I don't know, but I don't remember fully. But yeah, it's a lot like...
and secret!
It's a lot like Slash and Bust for Samurai Shodown, just less dramatic changes and more system changes.
Right, exactly. It's more like grooves.
Yeah.
It's more like the
grooves.
It's
a lot more like a groove system.
Oh, home version
that's
had a
why.
third.
Okay.
Now, also, I mean, would people be interested in the Last Blade versus Samurai Shodown game?
People have been asking for it for a long time. Okay. So, like, just having Hibiki in SamSho was a huge plus just for letting that happen kind of thing. But the fucking tapestry.
It's like a wall scroll, basically, right?
This is an actual wall tapestry of that sets in that picture.
That's really pretty. See, this is one of those things that you could put in your house, and it's like art for gamers, but for everybody else too.
Yeah, it's one of those perfect design things where if you know what it is, it's fucking awesome. If you don't know what it is, it's fucking awesome.
Yeah, that's why I got the Street Fighter pictures that I got, right? So
yeah, I'm a huge fan of that, like nerd design that can be sold to people who aren't nerds because they still think it's cool.
I mean, that's honestly one of the reasons why. And again, shameless plug, I like 86 stuff a lot of the time too, right? So
yeah, because you don't have to like understand what game it's from to be like, that's a pretty cool shirt.
Yeah, it's really pretty, right? Now this one obviously is them fighting herds. I mean, there's no question about what the heck this is a game.
Shout outs to Rollback Netcode.
Yeah, shout outs to Rollback Netcode indeed. Okay, so this is the one, but it's ending soon.
It only lasts for like a whole week.
Right. So
yeah, it ends on the 9th.
1st to the 9th. There you go.
Yep.
And so is this stuff that you can get Zen Market to buy you stuff and things like that, or probably not?
The only way that I'll be able to get it is if like we have a friend pick it up or something,
right.
or if someone runs out, buys a bunch of them, and then tries to flip them on Yahoo auctions in Japan, and I scoop them up from that.
Yeah, and just because I mentioned it, if you do want to check out what I'm talking about, 86 shirts, please use the link that Investigation Cone just got into the chat over there, the tiny URL thing. If you click on that link, they know that I was the one who referred people to it.
Which is great for metrics.
And if you buy anything, I get a small, not a very small amount, but hey, anything is better than nothing. So I will appreciate that support as well. So if you buy anything after going to the site via that link, so if you even browse it and then decide to buy something later, please use that link to go there, basically. So.
Yeah, sometimes they will sell the stuff on the online shop, but it's also if they have it still in store or in stock, or if they can sell it. Some of them they even won't though.
Like I feel
it's like a little limited.
I
merchandise.
almost feel like Zen Market needs to just have a human service where they'll go to these stores and try to pick stuff up.
I mean that would be cool, but it'd also be like mad expensive.
Right, they would have to charge a lot for that.
Yeah, like $50 to run to the store and grab the handful of things you requested.
Right, and because they might not be there, and they wasted the trip and everything like that. Yeah, exactly.
I mean, shit, you let me move to Japan, I will start that service my damn self.
Because you'll be at the store anyway.
Yeah, it's like, well, what's that? Oh, you need this? Got you.
You're like, I'll be there. You'll be like, get an order. Hi, would you be willing to pick this up? You'll be like, here it is. Because you're already at the store. You would never leave the store.
Yeah, it's like when you bought that. Hey, I'm going to 7-Eleven. Who wants stuff?
Oh man, you should just go there and work for Zen Market and be like, I will be your gopher. Oh man.
I mean, at this point, like, I feel like Zen Market should sponsor me. It's just like,
right?
Damn, I'm doing more work in America than our marketing is.
Jesus. Oh man. Okay.
I'm literally waiting on a Zen Market package to finish packing so that I can tell them to ship it. Yeah. It's gonna be brutal.
And they're probably like Tetrising it right now, right? They're probably like, how do we put all this in a box?
All right, and then so once this one ends, we get the new one that starts next week. The People of Orochi.
Oh Jesus! Okay.
Oh fuck.
Oh, and are these coasters or sake dishes?
I don't know. I think they're solid coasters,
right?
Like actually sturdy ones.
And it doesn't matter. It's like, what are these? I don't care. I want them all.
I want a few of them. But, yeah.
Yeah, do you see Jasmine right there? She is perplexed that the trash can is blocking the cabinet door now. She is trying to figure out how to get back into that damn cabinet. Bad kitty. Okay. Let me see here.
Yeah. Yeah, it's more or less the hockey shoe line. I want that one. The pissed off Orochi one. That shit's so cool. Obviously, I want the Genitz one.
Right.
And I'm 100% down for the Yamazaki.
Yamazaki. Yamazaki is such a cool character.
He is fantastic.
Like, if I was more into SNK, Yamazaki would definitely be one of those waifu characters for me.
Yeah, he's so awesome.
When CVS 1 and CVS 2, I loved playing Yamazaki. I loved playing Yamazaki. He was so fun.
Oh, man, do I have a treat for you
oh, no.
later on this evening.
Okay.
But, yeah, no, Yamazaki, like, literally influenced some of my life decisions. It's his fault I wanted to eat horse. It's literally because of Yamazaki.
Because he loves horse or something?
On his list of favorite things, it's his favorite food is horse sashimi. And I was like, what the fuck?
And you're like, well, I have to try it.
I have to try it now.
And you loved it too, right?
Oh my god, raw horse is so fucking good.
Hey guys, next week on SNKronize, if I'm dead and he has his hand in his pocket and this little evil grin on his face, please warn everybody.
I am not big enough.
Oh, man.
Oh, yo, the fish in 14 was magnificent.
The what?
So, in KOF 14, Yamazaki, his command grab super, if you mashed it to maximum, he would actually club you with a random object, and one of them was a giant tuna.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Another one was a wall, like a giant painting of Athena.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no, 14 Yamazaki's fucking hilarious.
So they're selling food here too.
Yeah, because this is actually a pop-up at a bar. Like, that's the point of it. You go in, you sit down, have a drink, have a bite.
Terry hot dogs? Is it Terry hot dogs?
It's Yashiro sausage.
Okay, Yashiro sausage. Okay.
Anyways, so this cup.
So this is,
and then I think
if you buy the drink, you get
one of these little
cups.
coasters.
Yeah.
You get one of those little souvenir coasters,
yeah.
which I think are fucking amazing.
Nice. Wait, which? Oh, you get one of these coasters up here?
No, that one. So the ones up there are like I think a minimum purchase of like total $33.
You're talking about this thing,
but those three pictures, I think those are souvenir coasters for buying the cup.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and then so 1P, 2P of all the Orochi,
Chris
and Orochi, Chris.
This is the acrylics, right? Oh, but it's only Chris there.
Yeah, it's only Chris.
All of his colors.
I'm wondering if the last one might be Orochi as the secret.
It has to be.
It doesn't have to be.
Yeah, okay.
It doesn't have to be.
And then other acrylics.
And then so these are the pairing acrylics, which are wonderful. I especially love the Priestess Chizuru special intro against Orochi.
Is that who that is? Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And then one with actual fucking Heavy D. Heavy D special intro against Yashiro. Because they're both punchy boys.
It's so funny because they'll acknowledge they exist. They're just never in game.
And then I love the Shermie Yashiro intro.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, again, this isn't on a site. This is a site just linking to the bar pop-up that's coming up.
Right.
So, yeah, this is one I might have to call in some favors for, especially the CYS band shirt. like you're gonna go to a fucking show.
Like, if I needed a KOF shirt, like, that would be a good one to start with, to be honest with you. Sigma Nuts Cat Butts, the Fly Low Am for
Happy
the
Wednesday,
2-year
everyone.
subscription
Hope all is
now.
well.
Good stuff, man. Thank you for the continued support very much.
Yeah, no, that band
Very
shirt
much.
is out of control. And then we've got more of the acrylic stands in blister packs.
Okay. So what does that mean by blister pack anyway?
It's the one with the cardboard backing and the plastic
Yeah.
bubble.
Okay, that's just called a blister pack.
Yeah, it's called a blister pack.
Okay.
Yeah, the same thing
gotcha.
you'd find like old action figures in and stuff.
The mini bots and stuff like
Yeah.
that, right? He-Man figures.
X-Men, whatever. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, the CYS one is cool.
The 97 CYS is pretty slick.
That's cool.
The Gannets one by himself is out of control. No, that's actually blood. Because Omega Rugal would cut his own chest open with his fingertips.
Oh, you're talking about this.
Yeah,
right?
someone asked, is that Rugal wearing Mary's bra?
Oh, man.
And then Orochi.
Blistech? Oh, that's... Okay, blister package. Yeah. And then there's Orochi himself. Yamazaki again.
And then
See?
98 and then
just
98 CYS.
The whole drooling insanity thing just makes me laugh, dude. I swear.
This is on indoor.jp. It's just their link to the pop-up.
Yeah.
So again, like these aren't necessarily orderable online. Right. They might eventually be, but for now it's only supposed to be on site.
I see. So this is the 97 and then this is the 98 basically. I actually like the 98 one a little better, I think, than the 97 one.
Sounds reasonable.
Because they're more like casually goofing off, you know, and it's like, it's cool. I always like that kind of thing. And then these are the Hanafuda cards, right?
Yeah. Shoutouts to Good Faces Yamazaki.
Is that what they're called? Hanafuda cards? Is that what they were called? I saw someone mention it. Or
I think that was the other ones.
Oh, okay.
But these are just, more cute little standee things.
Nice. And that's okay, so that's all they got here.
I believe so.
Yeah. Okay. Well, all they got here, yeah.
That's the end of the list.
Yes, the end of the list. Okay.
So,
but again, you can only grab these things. This is at indor.jp/neogeo/orochi.html.
Yeah. So this is the indoor Tokyo video gamers kind of thing.
If you go to the just Neo Geo, is there? No, that's
403 Forbidden. But just go to indoor by itself real quick.
Yeah, I just want to see if it's an easy link to find over here.
It might be.
Okay.
And then it would be like up top.
Well, no, this is finally zooms in here. I'm sure if you just wait long enough over here, it'll show up here.
Maybe.
So is Indoor just like what are they as a company?
I'm not 100% sure. I know they do some, I think they have like some clothing, or they might be just they might be like the producers for, like pop-up shops.
Right.
Like the ones who actually manufacture and distribute.
Okay. I'm just trying to find the
yeah,
best
because
way
they're the
to
ones
get.
who sync up with Container Store for those pop-ups and stuff too.
Yeah. I'm just trying to see if there's an easy way to get there as a link for people that can.
Doesn't quite look like it.
Yeah. Okay.
It kind of does.
It does actually.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
But I know it's on the Twitter, and I've retweeted a lot of it out. After the show, if you want, I can just retweet one of the links again. Yeah, it's... Oh my god, it's so cool.
Okay, there you go. If you click on Works, it looks like things...
Oh, and most of those are actually the old ones.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think those are the previous ones. Those are like expired campaign ones.
So this just might be...
Yeah, because the Neo Geo Land one I got to see a couple years ago.
All right, yeah, best way to do it is just go to the whole thing then. You're just going to have to do neogeo/geka.html and...
yeah, Geka is for Last Blade and Orochi.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, that's what it is. Okay.
And I think those were for the Last Blade character art ones.
Right, yeah. Okay, gotcha.
But the Orochi shit are good.
Yeah, there you go. Or worst comes to worst, just hit this guy up on Twitter. He'll link you. So
I mean, I'll just reshare it on the SNKronize Twitter.
Okay,
probably be the easiest way.
There you go. So that's stuff right there.
Stuff. So we have 2 topics left to cover.
Okay.
We have the spotlight and we have the merry discourse.
Which one do you want to do first?
Let's just knock Mary out, get that out of the way,
Okay,
and then we
sure.
can just spend the rest of the show talking about the spotlight.
Do you have anything that I need for that, or?
I mean, you could just put on Mary's trailer or something. I don't have any presentation for it or anything, but I mean, some of you might have noticed that last week when Mary got revealed, I was happy, and then I just kind of sat there and I was like, yeah, this is happening. All right.
This is Mary.
Yeah, I mean, so obviously I'm a little disappointed. You know,
for all the reasons that if you watch the discourse, right?
Yeah, so. Like my whole speech a couple weeks ago about like all the problems I had with this design, and it basically like it can be narrowed down to like 5 items, and I was like, if one of them gets fixed, awesome, and 0 of them got changed, and on top of that, her entire trailer. She has 1 gameplay change that's actually anything significant compared to 14. Like, there might be something like, oh, her 2C is 1 frame faster. You're not gonna be able to fucking tell that shit.
And that was just like the ground bounce off of the little EX flippy kick,
It's not even the ground bounce. It's, she does a pop-up into the spin fall that used to be a hard knockdown slam. That one right there. That is a buff. That's a huge buff. That's the only change, like, that's visible in the entire trailer compared to 14.
Jesus. Okay.
And so, you know, for me, it's also like, I understand there's going to be budget concerns. You can't, you know, I'm not saying, oh, I guess you need to redesign everything, but at least let her have her muscle back. Right. And so, like, that's been kind of like the flag I've been waving. And it's been really nice because it's actually a pretty common thought.
Yeah. So when this all came out, you know, I was expecting you to just be like, "Where's my muscles?"
Yeah,
right?
I'm not gonna like sit there and scream and stuff like that.
But if you look at like the reveal post and everything, you just like it was everywhere, and so much for the fact that on the Tuesday show when I brought up that maybe this will give him time to give her muscles and stuff like that. Tubo already was like, all right, what is the deal with everybody yelling about all the... like, he was seeing how much everybody was yelling about wanting her to have muscles back.
And no, so 6A is a knockdown versus airborne, but not versus grounded.
Okay.
And if I don't remember if that was in 14, if it was a knockdown, that's wrong, because that makes it the only game kind of thing. Yeah, maybe I should revisit the 6A, like, raw. But, because that's one of those things that changes between game to game anyway. But yeah, so anyways, she's always been on the Jack side. And it's like, there does come a point where I'm sitting there like, how much of this is my personal bias and is just me kind of, like, wanting certain things or whatever. But the fact that so many people were coming out of the woodwork talking about it. It was kind of like relieving because it made it like, okay, so I'm not crazy. Right.
And then even like all the artists out there like specifically trying to draw her like muscular,
or at least
like,
a little thicker or something. I saw people on game FAQs talking about it, and and they don't like anybody.
Right.
KOF Reddits were talking about it. I threw together that little like photoshopped edit,
right,
and a lot of people were like, "Yeah, that works,"
right,
including one person who actually was like, "I don't get it. What's different? Like, what is this post?" Because it basically looked so natural to them that they didn't understand the difference.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, it's gotten to the point that like if you like look up anything with Blue Mary, like the second most common thing outside of Blue Mary is noodle arms. Like a lot of people are kind of dissatisfied with her physique. Like her hair, her face, awesome, gorgeous, love it. But
huge improvement.
Yeah. Like in 14, she looks like a capsule toy figure.
Yeah, she
like,
doesn't.
She's got like that helmet.
She looks dead inside. Like honestly, she does. Yeah.
And so from the neck up, she just looks fantastic here. But we could use some touch ups here and there. And, maybe with the extra time, then maybe that's something that might be reevaluated.
I mean, I honestly wonder how hard it would be. Like, would they actually have to tweak the model to give her muscles, or can they just kind of bump map it a little bit? You know?
You'd want to do both.
Yeah.
I mean, because I've done some modding, messing around with like Street Fighter 4 and Cross Tekken a bit, and checking out how it works. You want to do both, but given the model they're already working with and way the like skeleton and animations are and everything, it actually wouldn't be that challenging or expensive or time consuming to do.
And they could really just kind of copy paste, you know, Leona and just like
for the midsection, you kind of could just reapply Leona's bump map and call it good.
I said the exact same thing, Kitty. Yeah, that's hilarious.
Yeah, you could just take like Leona's bump map from her waistline and you're good, and then just
tweak the arms a little
bit.
Like
the shoulders and the upper arm a little bit, and you're good. Like, I'm not asking like to Hulk her out or anything. Just make a little significant increase, and we're good.
Yeah. I mean, that's obviously... And like I said, I mean, obviously, I've been around you long enough that, you know, as soon as I saw the trailer, I was like... I don't think he's gonna be happy, and and I was like, poor Olaf, because you know everybody else will probably not care. And then Twitter happened, and I was like, shit, everybody cares, dude.
Yeah.
Like everybody cares.
And that's kind of the thing for me too, is that like I set myself up for disappointment a little bit because of how Leona looked, and it's like that kind of like gave me a false expectation,
right?
And the fact that now Leona is clearly more jacked than Mary, it's actually kind of
upsetting.
Yeah,
it's frustrating for sure.
But I mean, again, like there's enough people out there who have been talking about it.
A lot of people. Like I said, it's not even just enough. Like I feel like that's a large portion of the discussion about her. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I mean, look at that. It's night and day.
Yeah. She makes Mary look tiny, and it's not like she's a monster or anything.
But it already just looks that much better. Yeah, I hope they realize now. I mean, that, as much as we all hate social media, I mean, that is one of the strengths of it, is that, you know, companies can have a little bit more in touch with what people are actually thinking.
Yeah, and I mean, SNK is one of the companies that's better about, like, interacting and listening.
Right.
You know, this isn't going to fall on deaf ears. I think it's actually kind of to the point where... Like, if they don't change her, it's a conscious decision not to. It's not that they never heard it, I don't think. But, yeah, I mean... And again, for the record, it's not even in America only. I actually found Japanese replies on the Japanese Mary reveal that I hit, like, the Google Translate, and they were asking what happened to her physique. Like, it's like a legitimate thing.
Yeah, because, I mean, honestly, you look at this Leona, and it's night and day. Like, I mean, you don't even have to, like, try.
Yeah,
like, as soon as you look at this, you're just like, she looks like she works out.
And yeah, no, I mean, admittedly, she's a soldier. She should be.
Right. I mean, look, Tuba was arguing maybe Mary just let herself go, you know? Like, okay, but that's not the point. Like, you need to have this, right? Like, it needs to be there for Mary, because that was, like, one of her most defining traits. Right, that is the character, you know. So
on the subject of Anton, I'm gonna give them like a tentative pass, because if they don't put him in game, but they include him in story mode, because they're really trying to build up that there's gonna be like a complete story mode in this game. As long as Anton appears in story mode, I'm satisfied.
Right, as long as they acknowledge that he still exists, basically, right? So. Anton, what was given to her by
Butch?
By Butch, yeah. Okay, yeah. But yeah, I mean that already looks. I mean, even though Leona's arms are probably still a little too thin for.
For my money, I would just make her shoulders slightly bigger,
right? Yeah,
so that it's. Because it looks like she has, like, smaller shoulders than her arms. Right. Like, the proportion's a little off. But, like, that's it. Like, everything else is fine.
But, I mean, compared to Mary Noodle Arms, right?
Yeah.
I mean, Mary Noodle Arms is a whole different thing.
Like, just hit the end of the trailer where she's, like, posing in front of the Shatter All Expectations thing. Yeah, and even, you know, the armpit pose.
Right. Yeah.
Her elbow is bigger than her shoulder.
Oh, man, that's hilarious.
Yeah. So she has no arms, no lats, no abs. And I'm not the only one who is upset about it.
Yeah. Like I said, it was pretty surprising to me how much people were talking about it on social media.
It was very reassuring and vindicating.
Yeah. No, I mean, honestly, I felt that for you. Like, as I was seeing all the responses, I was like, good for Olaf. I was happy for you, dude.
Yeah. It makes it so I don't feel crazy or like I'm super biased. And so, yeah. Yeah, I mean, right now, our chat is like, yeah, she needs more definition. Yeah, let's bulk her up a little bit. Let her go to the gym until the game releases. No big deal.
Yeah. And, you know, maybe the outrage on... Because maybe they thought people wanted Mary to be Instagram model.
Yeah.
You know.
So, I mean, one of the things is that I do have kind of a theory on it. It's that Leona is fucking jacked in the manga that came out recently. The New Beginning manga.
Okay.
And I think that the positive reception there kind of gave them empirical evidence they could leave Leona looking like that.
Right.
They don't have that evidence for Mary.
Yeah. And I think when we were talking about this earlier, right? Like, our ability to express our tastes in women... You know, like with the Lady Dimitrescu, right? Like, I think it's just kind of changing a little bit. I think finally we're kind of getting to that point where, you know, it's not everybody has to be what fucking Zero Suit Samus has become, you know, kind of.
You mean Sarah Bryant?
Sarah Bryant, yeah, dude, right? I mean, it's like the same freaking character. Now you just made me think of Jackie and VF2.
Dude,
I'm just waiting for my sister. I forgot about the Windcoat until I saw Kitty's post about her. Like, I don't make it a habit to fight the elderly. God.
Classic.
Also, yeah. VF2 are so bad.
Also, Kitty is 100% right. Angel looked good as fuck in the manga, too.
Oh, did she?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So was Blue Mary not in that?
Well, she's a DLC character.
Oh, so she wasn't in the manga.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, unless she shows up in like one of the later chapters or something, but it's not anything I know about. But she's a non-canon solo entry DLC character, so she's not gonna really be in the manga.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just like, I mean, I don't feel like I feel like Samus, like, she doesn't have any reason to look beautiful, kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like, it feels like know
she's based on Ellen Ripley.
Right. Exactly. And I feel like the version of Zero Suit Samus that we have right now is higher fans, you know.
Damn.
I feel like that's where we're at with that version, you know.
Yeah, no, I've been looking into like just buying the whole set of the manga. It's something I need to do.
Right. But yeah.
Well, I mean, the thing is, so a lot of people, including even like the guys over at Game Goons, are talking about like how little her gameplay has changed. It feels like someone was just like, you know what, she was already high tier, let's just not bother changing shit. It already worked.
Right.
And I feel like that's kind of the thing. Oh, and you can't blame Team Ninja. They didn't make Zero Suit Samus. They just made Other M. Or that Ninja Theory, whatever.
Here's the question, though. Like, with the history of SNK games, from 94... What are you doing?
I'm rotating the cup.
Oh, okay. From 94 all the way to 14. In between games, have there been situations where a character has, like, basically not changed? Or have at least they've always done something to make them slightly different?
Iori.
Really?
Iori, the only thing that changed between games for a while was more or less that they gave him better sprites. It took a long time for him to evolve, like, at all. He was like wine glasses, maiden master, Rekka, DP, run and grab, whatever. Like, Iori did not change for quite a while. K-Dash has not changed for shit. He has the most changes in 11. They redacted them. Like his air fireball and like the hurricane kick into like whatever after the DP.
So I mean, the point being is this: it's like, okay, so we have something like MVCI. Everyone's like, man, this character stayed the same, whatever, like that. But that's like MVC. That's like the Versus series, kind of in a nutshell. They really didn't tweak a lot of the characters between games a lot of the times, and if they did, it was like
It was adjustments.
It was MVC2 of, shit, we need to save memory. We have 2 less buttons, so they're just going to have less special moves. So what happened with Mary, if indeed this is the extent of it, is pretty unprecedented for KOF, right?
It's not terribly common. I mean, like, I guess a Daimon, actually, Daimon doesn't change much.
Really? Okay.
And I mean, I don't want to use him as an example, but it's still reasonable, is a lot of the time Terry. But Terry is so hard legacy, and even then he still changes because he gets power dunk and rising tackle.
Right, he gets all sorts of crazy things, or he'll have crack shoot, or he won't have crack shoot.
And then Robert's like, I'm a whole new character.
And again, this is
this
is where I had the joke of, you can avoid that whole problem altogether if you just are a fan of the US team.
Yeah.
You'll never have to worry about them changing between games.
Yeah. And so, like, the fact that her entire change list so far is, like, Spinfall doesn't knock down versus Airborne, and they might have tweaked her overhead, like, that hurts.
Right.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I get it. She was good, and you don't need to you don't need to fix a broken...
Right.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Right. But then that just makes it feel like that 15 really is just like a glorified patch over... 14. That's just the thing, is like, you want to change the character in some way to give people new toys to play with and stuff like that. So, yeah.
Yeah, no, the thing is, 11 is like an exception because 11, everyone got something new.
Right.
Everyone got at least one new toy.
Right.
And then they went to 12, where
they
went to
restart all over again.
Well, it's because they jumped up to the HD sprites,
right?
So they had to cut moves so that they could,
afford
all the animations.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, that's also why, like, Athena's command grab turned into, I'm going to stand still and magic's going to throw you, because then it takes no extra animation.
Right. Yeah.
Because Athena's command grab before, she'd do like this and then toss you up, and it was really
twirl
cute.
And
and she'd do all sorts. And then in 12, it's stand still, and then pink aura grabs you and throws you, and nothing happens.
Right. Yeah.
Because it's inexpensive.
Because again, if people are unaware, 12 and 13 broke the bank for them. And
it almost bankrupted them again.
Yeah, because they weren't just making 3D models or weren't just making 2D sprites. They were doing both.
Yeah.
And so the process was...
and then the triple resolution sprites on top of it that were affected by lighting and shit like that.
The worst thing about it is you could probably just imagine they're like, I got this idea. It's easy to make sprites and animate them, so let's just use that and turn them into sprites. And like Donkey Kong Country, this will be super easy. And oh god, they were wrong.
You have to
about
reshade
that.
Everything.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, that's also why a bunch of characters got cut, and that's how we got Wajai back at all.
Oh man.
Like, I genuinely think that SNK didn't want to bring back Wajai, but they're like, all right, who else can we head swap?
Right. Yeah, no, there is definitely an old SNK site explaining the sprite work. I've read that whole thing.
And a good chunk of like the SNK anniversary site's still up. So that's still around. Again, just anything that involves Flash is dead. But that's, it's stuff like that's also why I found the Patches Slot stuff a few weeks ago. Because a lot of the old sites are still around, at least the information.
You don't understand, Kitty. I'm going to bring up the U.S. Fighters team forever. I'm just like, they are...
Why do you think I was so happy to point out Heavy D to you?
Yeah, I know. They are coming back. If they don't come back, you will see me. I will fly to Japan. And if I can't get on the plane to Japan, I will swim.
And Artola is Team Girl Muscle. Let's go.
Yeah,
Let Mary be jacked.
Yeah. I will swim over to Japan, go to the SNK office, kick down their door, and be like, where's the U.S. team? Here's my fanfic refurbished storyline.
I mean, as long as you put Guy Tendo in there, too.
Okay, I'll put in a good one for Guy Tendo.
Because I feel like Adelaide's got a really good shot. I feel like Guy Tendo has no fucking shot, so he's going into the U.S. team bucket.
I mean, we were talking about this yesterday.
Yeah.
I personally believe that I would be more surprised if Adelheid doesn't end up in the game, especially with the leaning towards the Orochi storyline. And again, I'm not even that well versed into the storyline, but like, it just, like, Adelheid was supposed to be in 13. And he got cut.
Rugal coming back from the dead is an actual concern.
Right. And if Rugal comes back and he's like, I'm back, and his son is like, meh, whatever, I don't care, I'm not going to be involved, doesn't feel right. So
yeah. So
the
yeah,
Brian versus Shermie intro. What's the Brian Shermie intro?
you're gonna have to boot up 98 or look for it.
Okay.
Yeah, I definitely. Yeah, that's the thing. I like the idea that then Rose would, be like, "I love you, bro, but Pop's got the money," and Adelaide's like, "Fuck you," and then goes and hangs out with Hydra.
Oh man.
Oof. So, I think it's time
For Community Spotlight,
Spotlight.
SNK Community Spotlight, we're talking about you. Okay, who do we got today for the SNK Community Spotlight?
We have NyaattoBerritto, which I'm not even sure exactly how to pronounce it properly, but NyaattoBerritto.
Okay.
Which I think is just, it's a natto burrito, just different kinds of beans, maybe?
It's Nyaatto, right?
Nyatto.
That's too many T's. There
you
it
go.
is.
There she is.
There it is. All right, so let me pull this up for you guys. That's the wrong thing. There we go. There it is right there. This is... That's Southtown's ass. That's Southtown's ass. That's Southtown's ass.
So just for the record, Nyaatto does have some, we'll go with suggestive. I'm not sure I would count any of her work as actually not safe for work, but it's definitely suggestive.
Okay.
Risque, perhaps.
Okay.
Like you might actually catch Yamazaki in a fabulous Chinese dress. That's a thing that you'll find on...
that doesn't count as risque or anything like that.
That depends on how you draw it.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I mean, we saw my reaction to Yoshitora a few weeks ago, so, it's definitely...
Get that eighth sword named James.
Yeah. Oh, man.
So, let's go ahead and bring up the slides.
Okay.
Because I definitely have some very particular selections that I wanted to show everyone. Not the least of which being that she joined in on the greatest thing ever, which was Mary's reveal led to a bunch of amazing Mary fan art. And I thought this was absolutely the most genius fan art of Mary to come out. Not only in this week, but in a long goddamn time of actually doing fan art of the music video. And
this is the one that we played on stream, right? Yeah.
That hit me fucking emotionally. I was like, this is fucking perfect.
And she's jacked too. Look at those arms, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Look at those arms.
Yeah. No, Nyaatto is also a firm believer in where is her physique.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, she drew like a thick buff Mary as well this week.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But yeah, like I saw this and I'm just like, hit me right in the feels. I was like, this is how you like really respect some legacy and do some fan art, and I absolutely adore it. So this one gets its own little slide because holy crap. But let's go ahead and go to the next one where I did the standard issue collage, and
okay, stupid.
I know you hate it.
I still haven't actually gone and got the better one.
Actually,
yet.
You want to like minimize your taskbar? That might help a little bit. It looks kind of funky over there.
Yeah, I mean that's why I tried to do the full screen thing.
Yeah,
but now when I zoom up, I can now all of a sudden.
Yeah, it works perfectly.
Jesus.
So I love this one, implying that Clark is actually a fan of T-Zoc and they got a selfie together.
Because then there's the follow-up.
Ralph's like, I've never seen you smile like this.
I just love Leona with the ice cream.
Just being derpy?
Like, Leona eating the ice cream is like life for me right now. This is amazing. I need... Is this actually from a manga? Or is this... You're just saying that feels like a manga?
Oh, so in the manga, he's a T-Zoc fan? Oh my god, that's amazing.
Oh, it actually is?
My god.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's perfect. That is even better.
It's just
But
this.
yeah, just a little cutesy follow-up.
This Leona over here is like, it's like, it reminds me of like Peanuts, you know, like she looks like Lucy or something like that, just eating an ice cream, and it is just, I live for this thing, dude. It's so adorable.
Yeah, so if you couldn't tell already, Nyaatto has a great sense of humor on top of everything else.
Who is he talking about? Do you know? Or
Doesn't
matter?
Don't really know. Doesn't matter. Just the first one of seeing Yamazaki just sick of everyone's shit.
Oh man.
Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah, okay, now I have even more reason I need to buy that manga.
This is just good posing. I really like the posing
yeah.
on this. So, you know, as someone who used to try to draw people, I was never very good at drawing humans. And so, like, the posing is really good.
There's definitely a lot of, like, really good stuff. But we're only getting started. I really hope that this page at least can make everyone in the chat laugh at one point or another. But I mean, some good old fashioned Mai and Shermie. Always fine.
That Shermie's excellent, actually.
Yeah, I really like these Shermies.
I
like the top right one because it's also like it's cutesy and cartoony, but not too much so.
Right? Yeah.
It's definitely just got like this good flavor, you know.
Yeah, I have an appreciation a lot of the times for stylized kind of drawing. You know what I mean? Like there's always like the good stuff. Like obviously you can't not love the stuff that Hungry Cooker does,
of course.
right? But then there's just sometimes when you just see the artist putting their own flair onto the character, and I really love that kind of situation. So, all right, and then
yeah, I love, so much like many of us.
Dude, look how jacked she is here too, dude.
She's also a huge fan of the 97 Special Team and drawing them together like goofballs.
Yamazaki has like one sharp tooth.
I love the fact that he's got tan lines over his eyes from shades.
You're right. I didn't even notice that.
It's kind of hard to spot, but it's definitely there.
There you go. But again, the posing is good. Like, I love the posing for Billy here. Like, I just really love the position he's in.
Yeah, no, Nyaatto loves Hanfu, which blows my mind.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like, we actually had a good conversation. Yeah, the guy who got whooped in the butt, and that was his entire existence.
Yeah, in CBS2. Yep.
But then you get all this goofy stuff, and then just suddenly amazing Athena picture.
Yep.
All right.
Beautiful lighting on this as well.
Yeah.
The fact that, you know, he's got the glow down so well there. That's really nice. And then Angry Terry.
It's a little more like also, oh shit, Terry. Like, he knows it's not the best time in the world.
It's probably because he saw this, right?
I wonder.
This is definitely them looking at each other, I think, here.
But, like, I mean, I really like a lot of the line work on that Yamazaki, too. Because it's got some of that, like, it's sketchy, but not sketchy.
Right.
Like, using it almost as a shading tool or, like, a flavor on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
More and Yashiro over here as well.
Them big old bara titties.
1997. There you go. What's that?
Stomping on a rando.
Oh, okay. That music, got it. Yeah, I just. Oh man.
Actually, that might be that Terry's looking up at Geese Tower.
It could
like
be.
He's just ready to like run up 78,000 flights of stairs.
Now I have definitely seen this picture before.
Yeah, so that was the thing. I forgot that was her. So when I was going through getting images for this, I was like, oh hell yeah!
Because I know this one has definitely been linked to me before when I've talked about like I like, you know, the KOF characters in casual environment kind of things, and it might have even been you who sent this to me a long time ago.
Maybe.
Yeah. But it's just like...
And again, look at Mary back there.
Jacked as hell, as always. Yeah, it's like I said, it's just one of those things that it's a defining trait of her character, you know.
It is a thing. Also, fabulous. Look at that. Like, again, suggestive, but not too far by any means.
I don't feel like this would actually ever happen, right? Because Andy is just so goddamn oblivious of everything, right?
I think we're at the point now where he gets it. He's just bad at it.
Oh, man. she's probably like, will you kiss my leg? And he does it, and she's like all happy, and he's like, okay, so what was that for? And she's just like, God damn it, like, yeah. This is
Mai's headcanon.
Headcanon, yeah, exactly. Here we go.
And she made this one, was like, I really should just draw him more, and then hasn't since.
Man.
Of course, John, you know about Nyaatto. Look at them Yamazaki chest. Of course you're gonna know. Also, that Terry picture, I could not stop laughing for like 2 minutes straight.
Suggestive.
Suggestive.
Right?
I could not stop laughing. I think I was on the phone with Kitty when I saw it. I hurt her ears. I was laughing so abruptly looking at this picture.
Oh my god. And then, of course, the Yamazaki, bloody Yamazaki here.
Yeah. Like, just being a bad motherfucker.
Dang.
Bara Ralph.
There you go. Look at that.
And then this next one.
Harry Ralph, too.
Oh, yeah.
What the hell?
Yamazaki dressing up as the girls from Metal Slug doing Metal Slug things.
It's always the thing that, everyone's always like, the women don't dress ridiculous in video games until you put guys in their outfits, and then you know how ridiculous it looks.
I'm also a big fan of the ones where you put the males in all the women's poses on comic book covers.
That was the Hawkeye project, right? Yeah. Where they just took all of the women on all Marvel and drew Hawkeye in those poses. Oh, man.
But yeah, and then just him on the ostrich.
Oh, man.
The Hawkeye Initiative.
Yeah, that's what it was. Thank you. Yeah. And then we had a Shermie here.
So yes, endless amusement, and I honestly, that might be my favorite Shermie of the batch. It is just fucking nails it.
Yeah, and again, it's angle, it's position, it's the lighting and everything.
Yeah,
like
and
that.
I mean, honestly, I'm a big fan of anyone who can like really bring a picture to life with two shades.
Yeah,
like that's two skin tones in the entire picture.
It's really interesting because, like I said, I've always been bad at drawing people, right? And especially putting them at angles. Like I can draw them in like one angle.
Yeah.
And like a long time ago, I actually bought like a Kickstarter. Like, you know how they have those little figures that you can pose? That
like the little wooden mannequins and stuff.
Yeah, but they all suck, right?
Yeah. And I definitely picked up. It's not Figma, but one of the companies that makes action figures, they made just a plain gray figure for posing like that, and it's one of like the super advanced Japanese action figure ones. Like, I was like, hell yeah!
I got one, like a Kickstarter one, like years ago. So it's still in the box. I never put it together because I never sit down and draw anything.
SH Fig Arts. That's which one it was.
Okay. Yeah, but like I wanted one of those figures just in case I ever wanted to try to draw the angles again and stuff, because I used to draw a lot. I mean, when I got the best at drawing like Street Fighter characters was in college, because I was fucking bored in class all the goddamn time. So I actually got good at drawing Street Fighter characters, but...
No, you doesn't need defending. That shit's hilarious. Hi, Nyaatto.
Oh, no, Nyaatto's in the chat. There you go. Nice. But yeah, there you go. So
I wouldn't be sharing it if I didn't like it. It's definitely getting shown. I could not stop laughing.
Yeah, no, I was saying earlier, I don't know if you were here the whole entire time, Nyaatto, but I was just saying I really like the posing, the positioning. Like, I really love the lighting of this picture here, for example. But even just the subtle things, like the posing of Billy over here, I love that so much. And I just want... Can I just get another derp Leona here licking on an ice cream? Actually, I'll just take this one. I'm love this. This thing is like this thing is everything to me right now. And then this one here, I was saying the posing on these two ones are so good. So,
and we're not even done.
Oh, we're not done, huh?
No.
Oh, okay. What do we got next?
So, Nyaatto had this screenshot and just like, kind of looks like he's bowling. So what does she do? Bowling.
I feel like now he needs to. We need to. You know what we need to do now, right? Is that whoops? This picture here, we need to call this move the Yamazaki strike.
Yeah.
This is what it has to be, the Yamazaki strike.
The 97-10 split.
There you go.
But then was like, you know what? This pose is great for other things. So, you know what? Let's just use it for other things. Hey, everybody!
Hi!
Hey, it's you guys!
Yamazaki's on the bowling sports team.
Yeah.
There we go. There we go. What is John linking to?
Yeah, you know what? Let's just do it.
Alright, what is this? What is this?
Oh, yeah, that one.
Terry Angel?
Whoa, whoa, angel!
Oh my god.
And we're still not done. We got one more.
We did have one more?
We have one more.
Okay.
But I don't think it might not pop up in preview. It might. It does. Perfect. Hit that play button.
Oh, wow, I can actually play this. Okay.
I fucking love this. And so that definitely was getting in here.
Yeah, again, the posing. I mean, like I said, I know I pick on certain things when I see a lot of these artists, but
you get hyper fixated sometimes.
Yeah, but like it's just these are the things that stand out to me. Like I said, as someone who's tried to draw humans before and is like freaking impossible, like just this, and then like this, like the posing on this is just beautiful, dude. It's just so good. I love it.
And animation is fucking hard.
Yeah, and on top of that, the ability to convey the emotion effectively and quickly, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know like if it has anything like uses references or what, but just like getting the animation to look this clean and keep everything together, it's fucking boss. And I just wanted to share that because just seeing Yamazaki laughing like this in like a good anime form is something we don't get often enough.
And faces are hard too. Like I'm just sitting here seeing how she animated the nose. Like I'm just looking at the nose because that's like one of the hardest parts to do.
And the thing is, like, it's not like it's mistakable. Like you know for goddamn sure that this is Yamazaki, and there's never a moment that you ever like, is that something? No.
Like I said, it's not even, to me, it's not even about, like, you know, I'm just looking at it from the artistic standpoint, I guess, you know what I mean? Like, obviously, as an SNK fan, this is just, that's icing on the cake. But even if you showed this to me without, like, this wasn't Yamazaki, like I would just watch this and just be like, that is amazing. That is just amazing, like, artwork.
John is so happy right now. He's just sharing all sorts of stuff.
Oh, yeah. What do we got here now? What do we got here?
Oh, yeah.
Do I want to know?
Just go ahead.
All right, let's do this.
No further context needed, by the way. This is like, I think it's supposed to be even a tip of the hat to the O2 credits. Because in 2002, they had all the really fun, like, skits done with the existing sprite arts.
Right, yeah. Okay. Yeah, even Dan is saying that. That's one of the endings.
But, like, yeah, so, like, Terry would be like, okay! And then Yamazaki would lean down, bite the hat, and then throw it back to him. And there's always, like, little bits of him just running around, like, all crazy. Yeah, the 2002 credits are hilarious.
Oh my god, this is amazing.
Like, that even might be something to bring up later, is just see if there's a YouTube collection of all the O2 credits scenes, because they're fucking hilarious. Anyway, so you want to just go back to the collage?
Yeah, it's just exactly what I was going to do.
Because then we've got the @ down there in the bottom right, so if you ever need to look her up.
Yeah, definitely give her a follow there as well.
I mean, John's also doing plenty of linking, so just click, give her follow.
Yeah.
Watch all the hilarity and wonderful things. And I'm glad you got to pop in here. I assume you're still here, so I'm gonna be like, hi, thank you. Your art's hilarious and awesome, and I love it, and so I wanted to show everyone else.
Aww. No, but honestly, thank you. And like I said, please give her a follow and check out the rest of her artwork and stuff. So, it's interesting because we get to highlight these artists, and I know I keep harping on this, but like I said, I used to love to draw as much as possible.
Thanks for the great
a long time
SNK
ago.
coverage. SNKronize definitely reignited my admiration for SNK less than 3.
Oh, thank you, Ollie Polo. Thank you.
Thank you.
But, as a person who used to draw comics all the time and all this stuff, and just, the way I look at a lot of these artists, the things that I pick out, like, which I forgot which artist it was, but I just love the storytelling with a still picture, the what it was kind of conveying, the empathy, the humanity. This one, like I said, I love the posing. I love the humor factor, and like I said, I like the line art too, and I don't think I'm ever gonna get over Derp Leona over here. So, and I don't mean derp in a negative way. I mean like
No, absolutely, it's perfect. Actually, I'm totally fine with like closing out the show, watching all the O2 credit stuff.
Is there a link to it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Sarius sent us a link.
Interesting. Okay.
So yeah, we'll go ahead and just like do that.
Okay. So.
Oh, magical. So, well, I mean, let's wait until we're wrapping up.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Back to this. Okay, there we go. All right. Anything else you wanted to say? Wait. What's up, Fan Scout? What's going on? Well, yeah, definitely give NyaattoBerritto a follow. That's at NyaattoBerritto.
NyaattoBerritto.
Yep. Like that, I think it is.
I believe that's accurate.
Yeah. Actually, let me do it this way. This is better if I do it like this. There you go.
That should be right, I believe. Nope.
Oh, God, I messed it up.
Was that 3 T's?
No. What did I do wrong here?
I don't know. Just get one of John's
Oh,
links.
I didn't do 2 A's. That's my bad. Okay. That's my bad. I can't see. And
there we go.
There we go, yeah.
Yo, everyone, squad.
There you go. Squad coming through. Definitely give her a follow. And, yeah, there you go. Okay. Anyways, looks like Terry's eating the synchronized sign right now.
I'm kind of here for it.
Oh, man.
Well, I just want to look at the O2 stuff right now.
Well, what is this that's being linked to us over here?
I don't know. I'm not completely sure. Oh, yeah, some of the other amusing bits you could get. But, yeah.
Okay.
No, the O2 stuff, though, is absolutely...
Right. Okay. So, anything else that you wanted to close on before we watch some of these O2?
Other than make sure to give SNK love and support for them staying safe.
Yeah.
And and give them your understanding. I made a little bit of a post about it before, but make sure that they know that we get it, that they're trying to stay safe. On the other hand, we probably should just start figuring out a hashtag for Buff Mary. Because, I'm not saying, tear buff, so it's like...
No, I think Buff Mary is a funny
hashtag
word.
Buff
Yeah,
Mary.
I just think Buff Mary I think that works, to be honest with you, so...
But then, as usual, as you normally close out a stream with, be excellent to each other.
Yeah, absolutely.
And really, thank you, NyaattoBerritto, for letting me show your stuff off, because I love it. Yeah, hashtag muscles for Mary is a good one.
Muscles for Mary, Buff Mary. Let's just use both of them. So, yeah, let me turn the volume up a little bit here. Should I just let this roll?
I mean, I don't even know what the audio is going to be. If it's actually just going to be the staff roll or... Yeah.
Okay. Oh, there's more than one?
Uh-huh. They have multiple variants of a bunch of them.
Oh.
I love it. It's so good.
They even have an out.
Uh-huh.
That's hilarious.
Joe.
Joe's like, "Argh!" Robert. Okay, there. I thought Terry wasn't gonna show up, and then she would run back and drag him over.
Milady.
Is Ramon obsessed with?
Yeah, Ramon has always had a huge crush on Vanessa.
Okay. Take her away. Now, do you see all of these, or is it random during?
It's a random. It's a random assortment.
Okay.
The credits will always just pick one or whatever sets at random.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and like you'll get one of these.
Right. Right. Got it. Okay.
Yeah, just the fact that Clark would steal K-Dash and get chased down by Maxima, though, is about the funniest shit.
I saw a drill arm.
Mm-hmm. Also, I was really happy when they gave Angel that new win pose.
Oh, they just have Rugal posing.
And then this. This is the way the credits would wrap up.
Oh, okay. Who are the two people on the sides?
Secretaries?
Oh, they're just secretaries. Okay. Is that Minnie, Terry, and
That's Rock.
Oh, and Daimon?
Daimon's baby.
Daimon's
kid. Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
Ow. Pugas. And they just did this one to mess with people because why not?
Shermie's everywhere.
500 babies.
So random.
Like, damn.
Jesus.
Just how it should go. And he'll just like fall with a bunker buster.
I like how a lot of these credits really are just don't look. God, they just animated a Daimon baby sprite.
Yeah, it's for his win pose.
Oh, got it. Yo. Oh, he wanted that. I see.
It's training, I promise.
We know what kind of things Daimon's into now. Okay.
Surfing on Chang.
Is he gonna take off? He has to take off.
Oh yeah. To the moon!
Yeah. The hell? They just added some stretching to the sprite for no reason.
Roger.
Oh, they even reference this still? Oh, this was the game he was still in,
Yeah, the last game he's in.
Yeah, okay. Oh, stepped on his shades.
Made him cry.
Why are you hiding from her?
My coin.
Oh. Why? She's amused. That's cute. I like that. I always like things like that, so.
Yeah, they definitely had fun. We're like, oh, we've got these animated. You know what? Let's do it.
Oh, come on. Don't do this autoplay crap on me.
Alright, so I think it's about that time. But definitely looking forward to next week. We get the new trailer. Maybe we'll finish the Women Fighters team. Maybe. Maybe.
And speaking of that, I really want it to be Najee. I want Najee to finish off the women's team. Like that's
sick.
Where my headcanon's at right now. I want Najee to finish that team off. I think that would be super cool.
I mean, personally, I want Mary to just be on the Adelheidern team, or Adelheid somebody else. Because I feel like it's got to be that Mary is in this but being hired by Heidern.
Well, because the thing about it is, there's no way that I think Mary can be on the team. Because if she's with Mai, then what the hell team is Yuri going to be on?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, Mary. I don't think Mary's part of women's.
Yeah,
fight.
and if she's with Yuri, what the hell team is Mai going to be on? So I feel like...
Yeah, I think Mary's on a new team.
Yeah.
Next week we'll wrap up the women fighters, and then we're going to start seeing where Mary's team is. Mm-hmm. It's not going to be 97 special. It's probably going to be some variant of the agent team. It's probably Heidern's fault.
Yeah.
Like, Heidern has got to be the reason Mary's in the event. So.
Right. Anyways, what should I close out music-wise with?
All right, chat, what do we got? What's our suggestions to wrap it up?
I mean, thanks to Nyaatto's art, should we just close out with the Blue Mary song again?
I don't know. Actually, you know what? I'm down. Fairy arrange. That works. I'm totally down for that.
Okay. What's the significance of that?
It's Chizuru's theme, but it just sounds freaking amazing.
Oh, okay. Very arranged?
Yeah. 100% down.
Okay.
This fairy's amazing.
There it goes. All right. Thank you for watching, guys. Peace out. Have a good night, and thank you for supporting SNKronize. We'll see you next week. Give us a follow at SNKronize as well, and we'll talk to you guys later. Peace. Yoink.